live. And there's nobody watching. Hold on. Let's tag Ben back in again. Benjamin, is it working now?
Yeah.
No.
It's not great.
Yeah.
What's up here? Oh, it's not very good, that.
I'll open
Not very good at all, our kid.
open the door a bit, obviously, when I go up at 7:30.
Oh, there's 6 people on.
Right. Are you taking your laptop with you?
Yeah, that's what I've just
All
done
right,
now,
okay.
so I don't have to come in and bother you.
That's very
That's fine,
thoughtful of you,
you can
Joe.
bother me.
Very thoughtful. Very thoughtful of you. So, welcome to the Talking Shutt Christmas get-together and quiz. Obviously, we've all got his Christmas jumpers on and we're all donning some ale. Got about half an hour until
it's
quiz.
just really warm.
Yeah, look at my head. Got about half an hour until quiz boots off. So what you need to do to get involved in the quiz is download the app Kahoot, which you can see on your screen there, and type in the game pin at the top, which is 6287049. And yeah, we'll be good to go about 7. So lads, are you all ready for the big fat man coming to empty his sack all over your front room?
I am.
Are you set, Rags?
I'm done. I've been really kind of organised this year.
Organised. What
I
about
spent
you?
like all day Saturday rapping, but it's done.
What about you, young Ben? And we're obviously trialling your microphone here because it was playing up a minute ago.
You hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me now? Yeah, it sounds a bit
Can you
like
hear me now?
sound like an extra from Phoenix Nights.
Yeah, I'm fucking looking ready to go, mate.
Mate, you do still sound like you're in a bit of a cupboard though.
I'm in the bedroom.
You're in your bedroom.
It's because
What's happened
we've
to your
taken
mic?
you out the dungeon.
Yeah.
Have you got your mic under your jumper or something?
We're doing a quiz.
No, I unplugged my mic, mate.
Oh, there we go. We're back in now. What you got now?
Well,
I'll have some.
just the computer mic, really.
Oh, right. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So there's a fair few people coming in. Ben's Waits, is that you, Ben?
No, funnily enough.
No. I'm
Oh,
good.
someone
I
signed
like
in
it.
as
I like
Ben's
it though.
Waits.
It's I like it though. It's Talking Shutt themed names. So we've got Benny Boy, Ben's Waits, Batty's Boots, Ash, Martin B, Kinda Seal 2, Ryan Lawson, Rhiannon, Mike, Jack, MWP, Grant Ladd, Texas has Noel H, Adam Barlow, Shelbington, who may or may not be my wife, Judd the Wizard, who may or may not be my son, and Libby, who is definitely my daughter, and Raggy in there at the moment. So yeah, but 25 minutes away from kick-off. And for those who are on here at the moment, I'll give you a bit of a rundown. So what's going to happen is we've got a question will flash up on the screen and you've got 30 seconds to answer it. There's extra points for people who answer it in a quicker time. And obviously we are very much aware that there's a delay between us and you guys. So the lads down the left hand side of the screen, Raggy, Ben and Paddy when he bothers his ass to turn up, they're under strict instructions not to answer inside the first 30 seconds, just so we don't feel like we're cheating. So yeah, so far we've got Peter Homman all the way from Sweden watching, so evening.
How cold is it in Sweden?
Yeah, how cold is it in Sweden at the moment?
Because
Let us
it's
know.
Baltic here, and I bet it's even worse over there.
We could have a cold off actually, because Paul John Smith's on as well from Calgary.
Oh yeah.
So it'd be pretty
That'd
cold
be
in
cold.
Calgary this time of year for sure. John Mattison's here.
I went and
yeah.
put my bin out earlier and it was like moving a block of ice.
Well, I just drove home from work, obviously, and I got the warning in the car that there's ice available. So yeah, it's fresh, liking it on Christmas Eve. Let's take that back off. So then, lads, what we're drinking? We'll start at the bottom with Baby Young Ben, the man with more names than soft make.
I have got a mixture of things. So for people watching, I've got a Parma Violet cider.
Oh mate,
It's like a 3-course meal at my house. So we've got a starter here, and then we've got 3 bottles of beer and Moretti for the main course, and then for dessert we've got a nice little caramel and hazelnut Ballycastle, other Irish cream available. But yeah, that's what we're smashing tonight.
right? Just a little bit of an update. Peter Onman says it's 7 degrees.
But
pretty
yeah, it's
warm,
colder here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Ryan Palarigan says, Merry Christmas, lads. Well done this year for getting the podcast out there during these times. Yeah, it's been a bit of motion. Welcome, lads, from Victoria, Australia. I bet it's not so cold there. Although,
No.
is it summer now over there?
It's summer over there, yeah.
Oh, and Dave Player, unfortunately, has
There
got
we go.
drinking black coffee because he's still got 6 more hours of work. What's work then, Dave, without incriminating yourself, obviously? Paul John Smith says it is minus 18 in Calgary with 2 foot of snow and minus 21 with wind chill.
Yeah,
Wow.
you'll need 2 pairs of socks for that, won't you?
Yeah. Dan Lawson, he's tuning in from New York. Wow. I should imagine it'd be pretty chilly in New York as well. Yeah.
It
So
can
we're-
get cold there.
Multinational. John Catlin, Merry Christmas, lads. Keep up the great work. Yeah, so Ben, you've got a bit of red on the go. It's not Chateau de Pape, is it? What you're drinking?
That's some bowl thing.
Is it Spanish by any chance?
I think so, yeah.
Sweet. And Rags, talk me through your Stein.
I'm not missing the Christmas market at all.
Yeah, Raggy's got a Stein of something on the go.
If the Christmas market won't come to Leeds, I'll bring the Christmas market to the Talking Shut podcast.
And we're joined
yeah.
by Paddy as well now from his bedroom, bathroom, kitchen even. Get on.
Evening,
Bit of
boys.
Goose
All
Island
right.
IPA.
You lot
Cool.
have got your fancy beers, haven't you?
And it's Christmas junk, because Pad, what you rocking? What you got there? What you got going on there?
Christmas jumper matching on together, all Leeds,
Nice.
aren't we?
Nice, mate, like it. And Rags is spotting a Bielsa one. Rags, you just want to show us Bielsa
the terrace. Oh, there
from the
he is.
terrace?
The
Look at
boy.
that beaut.
Ho,
Um,
ho,
I still
ho,
got
ho.
Young Ben, is yours a Star Wars related one?
Oh, it is, mate, and it just gets better because once we flick a switch, we get fucking loud.
Oh, what?
Oh, look at it.
Listen, we're not
Ben,
messing
turn your
about.
lights off. Ben,
We're not
turn
messing
your
about
lights
on
off
this.
and put 'em on.
We're not messing about on this podcast tonight. Look,
Calm down, Paddy. That's later on. That's disco time, innit?
I've got a brown t-shirt on to represent the pitch. Because it
Yeah.
seems a bit of a mess.
there's not a puddle in front of your jumper, is there?
No, not yet. Maybe later.
Ewan Smiley says it's pissing it down in Ponte, and he's got Heineken. Yeah, it's pissing it down here. Dave Player says he's an attorney, but that's all he's at liberty to say, and it's only 12:30 p.m. there. That's pretty
That could come in
interesting.
handy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Harry Chapman's just got on Boddington's. Let's have a look here. Gordon White, Merry Christmas, fellas. Good evening, Gordon. And Andy Mains on a barefoot Argentinian Malbec. So that's
Nah, bueno.
bueno,
Bueno.
nice drink. Russell, A. Gary, and lovely panel. Ben's Waits here. Do you want my details now or after for the prizes? Shots fired. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
all I'm going to say is if you're
Someone's confident.
1909 Renaissance art is good, then you stand a chance of winning. If it's not, then you might be
Lads,
struggling.
You know how bad I am with like technology and that. How do I get on this Kahoot?
Right, so have you downloaded the app?
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
Right, go to the bit where it says enter pin at the bottom in the middle of
Yeah.
your screen. And then
Yeah.
if you click on that, it'll say enter pin. The pin's at the top of the screen in front of you.
Perfect. Here we
Put yourself
go.
in that. Nice name in. There we go, lovely. John Paul Smith, no Christmas jumper, but I'm wearing a Leeds Service Crew t-shirt. Nice. And John Catlin, raining here in Halifax, but it's bloody cold. Yeah, it is cold. For those who dare look, I've got a bit of windburn from work today, if you can see on my kite. That's why I look like 75 when I'm actually only 36, because I spend too much time in fresh air.
Too much wind.
getting my head melted. That and Barnsley Chronicle, when I were a kid, it were an FD paper round, it was pretty heavy. So that's my excuse for looking 400. So yeah. Mighty White's podcast have joined us. Top lads, go and check their podcast out if you don't already. Only one beer for the occasion. Bailey Banksy edition of Virtuous IPA. Good luck with the quiz, guys. Yeah, Virtuous, sorry. Thanks, Rugs.
So,
Good luck on the quiz.
I've got your back.
Yeah, you got me back. Yeah, I need you, to be fair. I need you. I've just got a bit of
You're my boy, Blue.
What a film.
John Catlin, it must have blown your hair off too, guys. Thanks, mate.
On the subject of a Burley Banksy themed beer,
Yeah.
we're still in the market if there's any breweries out there that want to do a Talking Shop beer. We'll
Yeah, we have-
happily do a collaboration with you.
We have reached out to a few, but they just ignored us, to be honest. So yeah, it's cool. Joe Wayman's on. Oi, oi, let's have it, boys. Good evening, Joe. Hope you have a nice Christmas, pal, and enjoy your bit of time off that you're taking away from All Leeds TV over the Crimbo period.
Award-winning Joe
Yeah.
Wayman, that is.
Award-winning Joe Wayman, yeah. So we've currently got 39 people joining on the quiz. Just a quick one for the quiz. If you leave it inactive for too long, it does kick you out, so you might have to sign back in.
Raggy, what would you call your beer? If you had a beer, what would you call it?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. What, a Talking Shop one?
Yeah. Or your own. You've got your own mug. You might as well have your own beer to put them.
Oh, mate, I've got
Could
one.
you
Sorry
imagine?
for any kids listening. Raggy's Finger Blaster with that picture on.
Perfect. We've
It
got
works a
it.
treat, that. It
We've
works
got
a
it.
treat.
Guys, that were that good. People are going to think I teed that up then.
Yeah, to be fair, mate.
For
Yeah,
you,
they
to
are.
slam dunk it.
Why would we start teeing stuff up now when we've never done it before?
In for the alley-oop.
No, Larry says, Gary's your scarf at the ready for after a few beers. Yeah, it's actually on wall somewhere. It's on my son's wall somewhere. The famous. Oh, it's there above his dartboard. The famous scarf I tied around my head after we got promoted. So yeah, it's there.
Tell you what, I'm regretting this jumper already. I'm fucking sweating.
I've had to turn my eating off.
Yeah, Legend Lobster 59's in. Good name. Beaver Levers. Good name. Very good, Davis. Oh, I forgot your name. Groovy Sphinx. Good name. I can't.
I know Paddy's name straight away.
Oh, I do as well. Fuchs. Oh, Fuchs here.
It was either that or John Cena.
Oh, mate, why? Right, let's. I tell you what. Let's address this right now because this is a bit of an in-joke in our group. So, for everybody who's watching live and got the ability to comment, Paddy seems to think I look like John Cena.
With a baseball cap. When you've got a baseball cap on, you do, mate.
Hold on.
You do like John Cena.
It's when you've got a baseball cap on.
I mean, if anyone's listening and wants to guess Gary's doppelganger, stick it in comments.
I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Yeah, look.
There he is.
You do, mate. You've got the same face as John Cena.
You looks more like John Cena than what he claimed he looked like at the weekend.
Hey, listen. Hold on. We've got a new one here. Noel Harris reckons young Ben looks like Ronan Keating.
Taking that.
Give us a song, John. Give us a song, Ben.
We'll save that for later.
Okay, I'll save it for a bit later on. Right, so Joe Wayman asks, is this a general knowledge quiz? So, obviously being a Leeds United podcast, the first 15 questions are... What the fuck? The first 15
That didn't
questions are... go on, Leeds United related. And then the second 15 questions are general knowledge. So, if you're not very good at Leeds United stuff, you shouldn't be listening to the podcast for a start. But it gives you a chance to get back in the game as well afterwards. So,
Guys, put that back on again.
hold on, bro. Don't play music for too long. We'll get kicked off YouTube.
You need to duck down a bit as well because you. There you go.
I'm under it. That's it. I don't even understand what John Cena does, to be honest. I know he's a wrestler, but
He does
Like-
that hand. He does the hand thing, mate.
I don't know what the hand.
Five knuckle shuffle, innit?
My wife's watching this, young Ben. Steady on.
No, that's what it's called, isn't it? Five knuckle shuffle.
David Gavin reckons I look like the Yorkshire Phil Hay. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or an insult, to be
I
honest.
don't think your head's as round.
Yeah, Phil has got a pretty round head. Yeah. So yeah, John Cena and Paddy obviously looks like Christian Fuchs, Leicester left wing back, which is Bants for days. Raggy's obviously Chris Moyles.
We've had that, yeah.
Can't see that. MC Devo, nice, like it. Hold on. Russell says, I thought Gary looked more like a Pierluigi Collina.
Oh no.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Might be a struggle on there, I think, but. Right then, so about 15 minutes away from the quiz. What you got on your Christmas list, Pad? What you asked Emma for Christmas?
New baseball cap, mate. I'm pretty, but no. She'll have got me loads of stuff, but mainly I just want a new baseball cap.
Oh, simple, aren't you?
Look at that. That's showing off in it. She'll have got me loads of stuff.
I just know what she's like, mate.
Yeah. She's got you loads of stuff.
Do you return the favour, Pad?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm one of them people at Christmas. I don't like people buying me stuff. Sounds a bit weird, but I don't. I'd rather buy stuff. For other people.
You're a giver, not a receiver.
If you, I was, yeah.
That's what you just said. You said it.
Innuendo bingo.
Paddy's a giver.
Started something here.
I look like the guy off the chase. The
Yeah,
beast.
apparently, mate. The beast off the chase, yeah.
I was watching the chase of the week before Newcastle game. And they've got a new guy, haven't they?
Yeah.
It
Yeah, they
blew
have,
my
yeah.
mind.
Little known fact, I had an audition for the chase. Didn't get on. Must not be interesting enough.
What was
Bradley
the host?
Walsh's job.
Yeah, as the host.
No, I went as a contestant. There were me, some bloke who did karaoke on cruise liners. Some other guy karaoke on the internet. Some other guy who flew remote controlled cruise liners or some shit, and someone else. Yeah.
Remote control cruise liners.
Yeah, mate, we're odd as out. So they were like, they said to us at end of audition, they were like, if this had been season 1, you would have all got on, but because it's season 373, we need some right weirdos to get on. So I didn't get on.
Joe's done me here.
I didn't get to. Oh damn! I didn't get to.
That's you
Ben.
kicked out at quiz.
Ben Eggety, brilliant. Gary is Tim out of Corrie. Don't watch it, unfortunately. You'll have to give me a bit more.
Hold on,
bit
right?
more.
So I've not been on for a few weeks, and now I'm getting stuff like, didn't the Beast marry his cousin or something?
Yeah, it's a bit odd, isn't it?
After being called the Beast.
Andy Main's on Tim Taylor's Bolt Maker. That sounds like a strong alcoholic beverage.
It does.
At best, to be honest.
That's a good quiz name there. Found the Klitsch.
Yeah, that is a good one.
I'm still looking.
The all Leeds TV Gimp. That's another good one. Ragman and Wife. That's your mum, innit? Mum and dad, Rags.
What are you saying about my mum?
I'm just going, it says Ragman and Wife. Obviously, your dad's Ragman, so I'm guessing that's your mum, unless he's got a girlfriend that your mum don't know about. Cock Solid, good one. Lucky Urchin 44. Yeah, some good names in there, to be fair. So, lads, just because we're filling time here, what's been your favourite show this year?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is a good one, yeah, and I'm just chucking out spot, yeah.
Mine's that one that me, Paddy, and Raggy did, and you haven't listened to.
That was a good one, that wasn't it?
Yeah, that was probably the highlight, yeah.
So
If
not
you'd
the,
have seen it, you know.
not the promotion one then, just the fact that I weren't on it, is that what you're saying?
No, the promotion one was fun.
Yeah, the promotion one pretty good. The accidental watch along after the West Brom Huddersfield game was probably the best though.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it were.
When we went on just not expecting anything, but thought, well, let's just
But
enjoy it.
that was the promotion one.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right.
Because that's a get. But yeah, like you say, that night we were like, hang on, why aren't we doing a? Because we'd done the watch along on the Barnsley game the night before, haven't we?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then we were like, we need to watch along this game as well, really.
My poor old wife came down just as Huddersfield scored the second goal from work, and the first thing I said to her, "You need to go to the shop and buy me more beer because I've only got 2 cans." She was like, "All right," just locked front door and left me to it. Yeah, we're good.
Went long into the night, that one, didn't it?
Ginger Bollocks has just joined the quiz, which is nice.
That Joe, yeah.
Rodrina, that's a good one. Rodrina. Roof scores again apparently for Rangers. Should we have a quick check of that?
I mean, I like Roof, but anyone can score in that league.
And he's made of biscuits, so his legs drop to bits when he plays for us. Not ideal.
So I saw a thing with Bamford. He's scored more goals than Roof in a lot less games as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's like 30 odd less games.
Ryan Pallerigans, what's the sit rep on the tattoo? The sit rep on the tattoo is I still fully intend to have the tattoo, but the issue is none of the tattoos are none of the tattooists are open.
There's this thing going on. It's called COVID.
Yeah,
and we've not been able to do anything for months.
And I have a bit of loyalty to my tattooist, and I refuse to go anywhere else because essentially I'm his sketch pad that he just draws on. So I have to stay loyal.
That could be a prize, Gaz, for this quiz. That someone gets to do the tattoo for you.
Yeah, that won't be happening, Pad. But thanks for the suggestion. No, but I have got an agreement with my tattooist. When I have my leg done, I'm going to have all my leg done. He's going to let me do a little bit of my own thigh.
Why would you do
a tattoo?
Yeah, do my own thigh, a bit of my own thigh.
Didn't Steve-O used to do that in Jackass?
Yeah. He also did a lot of things like crystal meth and heroin, stuff like that. But I won't be trying them things, to be honest. I think I've heard that heroin's very Moorish and quite.
Yeah, don't do heroin, kids.
Yeah, kids. Stoke have just drawn level with Spurs in the cup. Obviously, Sporting former Leeds goalkeeper Andy Lonergan.
He played well in first
some
half.
Good saves as well, first half.
Put off a great save.
Yeah, it did.
Spurs have gone strong as well.
Yeah, they have, yeah. Dele Alli playing, Kane playing. So, we're at 10 minutes away from the quiz. If you've only just joined, what you need to do is download the app Kahoot. It's free to any... I've just seen best name ever, Gary's Floodlight.
Oh, brilliant.
Absolutely class. Love that.
Birthday treat.
Just need to download the Kahoot app and put the game pin in at the bottom where it says enter game pin, and then stick your name in and you're off. Adam Barlow says after the game on Sunday he wanted to do heroin. I hope he didn't, but your boy's right foot said Simon Walton was a great guest on your podcast. Yeah, he absolutely was. Mark Wright, any news on the Ian Baird interview? No, mate, not at the moment. He has said he'll come on when he gets his iPad mended. But obviously, with Christmas and stuff, don't really like pestering people. They obviously work at it all year round, so we want them to have some time with the family. If anybody
Fenners was a good guest.
Fenners was very good, especially the droopy snot that came out of his nose midway through the show.
Very glad in COVID times it was all virtual, so we didn't get plastered by his snot.
I actually thought that that would make it to Soccer AM the following Saturday. I thought somebody'd have seen that and would have been on it for like some dribbling thing, but it didn't quite.
They did do like a snot section.
Yeah, there was a snot gag, didn't they?
Yeah, against who were it? What player? Barry Bannon.
Yeah, when we were talking, it popped out, didn't
it?
Yeah. Jackie Marie says, not saying that I think we're going to be crap, but is there a price for bottom place? I'll take you to see Floodlights if you want at Ellen Road, when we're allowed to not have to socially distance. Because I won't be able to explain all the facts if we're 2 metres apart. So,
You get a megaphone.
Yeah, could do, yeah. I've been talking to a friend today who's a close-up magician. He's struggling at the minute with COVID because obviously close-up magic and 2 metre distance don't really work too well. But yeah. Took him on a stag do to Newcastle once. He were absolutely brilliant.
Was that not a setup for a joke? We were genuinely talking about to a close-up magician. I know. No, it's legit.
I was waiting for punchline.
No, there's no punchline. It's legit. I do know a lad who's a magician. He's very good as well. Floodlights FC has popped up. Ken Demange. I'm sure that's a Twitter account, is it? Not Ken Demange? Or Colin Warnock. Metal Smurf. Shithouse, Lord Bamford. Some great names popping in here. Any Lego talk? So yeah, let's have a Lego update. Pad, have you done any more since last night? Or
no, not
still
since
scared?
Last night, no. To be fair,
have you not finished that yet?
No, mate. Our lass said today when she came in, she said, if this isn't done by this weekend, I'm moving it because it's doing my head in the living room. But all the pieces are on the floor, mate. So
on the floor,
in front of the.
You know how tiny they are.
Yeah, I've organised it into like little piles, mate. So I can.
Oh, mate, that's a recipe for disaster. You're gonna.
The thing is, like you two are in competition now to finish the Lego. When you go to bed on a night, Paddy, Raggy abseils from your ceiling like Mission Impossible and just comes and takes 2 pieces so that you're never going to finish it.
That's why he's been running, mate. Can't catch him when he's got him.
Exactly. Flying, mate.
Yeah. Ryan Paul Riggins says a shop in Sheffield's good for Legos, but this is from the Lego Ellen Road. Ellen Road, is it not? Ellen Road collection, I think.
Yeah, it's not actually Lego. It's called something else. It's tight. Honestly, the pieces are tight.
Logo.
Yeah.
Logo. It's like them watches you can get when you're on holiday.
Like bricks or something like that. But it's hard. It's much harder than Lego. It really is.
Was it harder than your football you did?
I tell you what, the football one was quite complicated around to like make it spherical. This is obviously a lot bigger. This is over 3,000 pieces. That ball was about 600, I think. So I did that in a couple of hours, mate.
Raggy, do you know how?
It's just the east stand. It's just the east stand that's hard, mate. When you start doing top.
Raggy, do you know how eloquent you are? You've just said spherical. I would have just gone round.
Well, you know what I mean. I've got.
Yeah, you're the educational one, aren't you? You're the one on Facebook, so like educated at Eton or something. Mine says educated at the School of Hard Knocks.
Eton.
Just basically meant I used to get my dinner money took off me in toilets at school.
The University of Life.
Yeah, I like that one. That's my favourite one. Along with stay-at-home mummy and full-time daddy. That's a good one as well.
You could just say educated in Barnsley.
How dare you? I'm just trying to think of some other people who were educated in Barnsley. I'm struggling, to be honest. Oh, Steve, this is a really interesting one. It's for me anyway, not for you guys. Stephen Horseman. Gary, under the floodlights, speaking of floods, I remember you at Fish Lake. Really?
That's a very tenuous link.
Yeah, it is. If you did see me at Fish
Just
Lake,
over a year ago, wasn't it?
why didn't you come and say hello? Yeah, November last year, yeah. Yeah, wild couple of days, that. Jesus. All levels still apply in Barnsley. To be honest, you could pretty much spell udder with my GCSE results, so no real worry about that. Martin Adams, hi all. YouTube not working on this tonight. Mate, you might be looking on the wrong channel. We're on the Talking Shut YouTube page, not the LS11 one, because them guys need the page to do stuff, so that's why you're not finding us yet. So yeah, Stephen Horseman gives a little bit more background to seeing me at Fish Lake. I did spend a bit of time there. You'll have seen me around the burger van normally.
Were you delegating, Gaz?
Yeah, I was doing a bit of delegation around there, and I spent a lot of time in the church as well. Bless them. Yeah. Right then, so we're about 4 minutes. Let's talk prizes. So there'll be top 3 winners. The first place wins a £50 terrace voucher. Second place wins a Grady Draws print of your choice. And third place wins a copy of the Leeds United autobiography by Rob Bagchi. It's a great read, to be fair. It's really good. So third place wins that. Mark Ryde. Michael Parkinson was raised in Barnsley. He was indeed. He was raised in Cudworth, where I'm from, ironically.
Guys, you've missed a fourth prize out from the episode last night.
What were the first prize from the episode?
That you'd give a floodlight tour of Ellen Road.
No, that's bottom now, mate. We've moved it to bottom prize.
Bottom
prize,
prize.
yeah. But it can only be redeemed when COVID disappears, because obviously I won't be able to get all my facts across if we're less than 2 metres. More than 2 metres. All right, Stephen Horseman. It was on the local news and a few pictures online. Bloody hell.
Celeb.
Must find them and delete them.
It wasn't actually Gaz, it with John Cena that were there.
John Cena dealing with floods. The weird thing from the floods that I remember talking about the local news is we were all like sludging around up to his chest in floodwater, moving people backwards and forwards to the house, and the world's media had kidnapped a tractor with a trailer and were just literally driving up and down, creating massive bow waves, taking photos of everybody and doing interviews on back of it, which were a bit peculiar. Yeah. Ryan Powell again, right, he's right up my street, Ryan here. Imagine a good drone shot of the floodlights.
Oh, you love a good drone shot.
Listen, I am bang on that.
Don't set
Bang
him off.
on that.
Don't set him
I love a good drone shot. I want a drone, but my wife won't let me have one. And
Can I just try
some?
something? Can someone say John Cena again?
John Cena.
So what?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
What was it?
It was the John Cena tune. I'm just going to do that every time someone says John Cena.
So
What was that?
What?
I'm not down with kids. What was that?
It was the John Cena tune.
Oh, was it? Sorry.
Guys,
Just
how
cut out on.
many pints is in that glass?
Guys, you mean Raggy?
Raggy,
You
how many
alright,
pints are
guys?
in that?
say litre Stein, I think. So 2 pints.
Good effort. Good effort. Right, lads, we're about 2 minutes away from kick-off. Grip your beers, have a wee if you need. Ben, have you had a poo? I know we had issues last night. got a message on the... So behind the scenes stuff, got a message like 2 minutes before podcast due to end. Lads, I need a poo. So yeah, have you had a poo?
Yeah, pretty much poo.
So sweet, good. Right then, lads, we're about a minute away. We've got currently 67 people in the quiz, all in a chance of winning the prizes that we've got on offer. So just before we kick the quiz off, what will happen is then a question will flash up on screen, and your device that you've got in your hand, whether it's your phone, your iPad, whatever, will give the colours that correspond to the question on the screen. Simply to answer the question, you just press the button. Everybody happy with that? Put your hand up and say no if you're not happy. Good, I thought you were all happy. Sound. Are we all ready to go then?
Let's do it.
1 minute to go. Everybody ready? I can hear my kids shouting downstairs, so they're obviously ready.
Are we going to play a bit of Match On Together just before we kick off?
Yeah, shall we do that? Quick. Rags, you've just dropped this on me, I'm not prepared.
Yeah, sorry.
Hold on. I feel like it should be Skylights that we have for the theme tune, to be honest, but
We can do that.
we can't play music for too long because they kick us off. Come with Leeds United. We're gonna give the boys a hand. That's it. Sorry, unfortunately, we're getting booted off YouTube if we don't. Right then, we go.
Let's go.
Oh, it's exciting, this.
I'm nervous because I hope it works.
I'm getting ready, like it says.
So here we go. Talking Shutt Christmas quiz. 3, 2, 1. Question 1 then. In the 2019-2020 promotion winning season, which game had the highest attendance? Was it Huddersfield, Sheffield Wednesday, Millwall, or Tarn? Oh, God.
Who's going to be the first person to put it in?
There's a
comments?
few people thinking. There's a few people. Oh, the answers are flying in now. They're absolutely flying in the chat.
Hell. Some fast fingers there. Giving Raggy a run for his money.
Yeah, so. So I reckon pretty much nearly everybody's answered now. It's a bit of a tricky one, that, I think. And I was a bit surprised, actually, when I saw the answer.
Guys, do you know I said how bad with technology, mate?
Yeah.
I forgot we were doing it on our phone, mate. I brought a notepad and pen with 1 to 35 written.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ, pad. So the answer was Huddersfield. 36 people got it right, 28 people came and got it wrong, 7 got it wrong, and 2 got it wrong. So Huddersfield, the last game that we had pre-COVID, where me and Raggy watched the Bristol game prior, and Luke Ayling scored that goal.
That goal.
That goal.
The last
So-
game y'all ever went to.
The leaderboard now is Benny Boy is top, Martin B second, Jordan Fishbutty, and Cock Solid.
Fish butty.
Good name, good name. Question 2. Strap yourselves in. Here we go. When Calvin Phillips made his debut for Leeds United, what number did he wear?
I think I know this.
I can tell people are concentrating because there's very little comments coming in apart from Joe Wayman saying, so pumped. Dan Lawson saying into him.
I don't think I've got that.
And Paddy's dad reckons that someone's filling Raggy's beer glass up for him.
Perfect draft, mate. I've just finished the keg. Nightmare.
It is a good point, though. Every time he comes back to the screen, it looks full.
That's why I disappeared. Just
I have factored in a wee stop and a drink top up as well halfway through, so don't worry too much about that. So 72 answers in now, and we've got an answer, and it was, of course, the number 40.
Yes.
Also, it gives you points based on speed as well.
Speed as well, Pad, yeah. Speed as well, old cock.
Perfect.
But we've
So
got to
Benny
give
Boy-
it a few seconds because we're a bit ahead.
Yeah, we have
can
to
see. We
play
can
the
see
game
when
a little
people
bit.
have started answering.
Yeah.
As soon as people start answering, we can put our answer
Yeah.
to make
So-
it fair.
Benny Boy has took a quick lead at the top with 1,795, but Cock Solid's moving up quick on the rear. And Ryan H finds himself on the leaderboard too. So you don't need to answer this time, it's just a bit of facts to give in there. Yes, Calvin Phillips wore number 40 on his pro debut in 2015. And that is actually the shirt he wore. There you go.
Is that in your judge room as well?
That's in our judge room as well. Question 4 then. And it's a true or false for this one.
Love it.
John Charles was never booked or sent off in his time at Leeds United. True or false?
Interesting.
True or false? Good question, that, by the way. Good question.
Guys, I can't understand how you didn't get the gig over Bradley Walsh, mate.
Mate, I'm telling you. Bradley, step aside, son.
I'd love to see you also chase, mate. Just
Mate,
as
I
just
could,
go.
listen, I could easily host a show. Probably better than I do talking show. Just need a bit of makeup. Right, so, the answer was true.
Wig.
He was never booked or sent off in his time at Leeds United. And as a kicker for the fact, he was never booked or sent off in his entire career.
Gentle Giant, they called him, didn't they?
Gentle Giant. That's a great question, that, by the way.
Joe Wayman had that.
Yeah, he's put in the comment, Joe Wayman, never in his career, right? Yeah, correct. Ryan H. now back top. Raggy come up second, 2,588. Old Ben, 2,588. Calamo, 2,565. And Ender McSee, 2,555. Moving on then. Next question. Question 5 of the 35. Which current Leeds United player, which current Premier League player is this in his Leeds United days? Keep your eyes on it, guys. Keep your eyes on it.
I can't see, man.
Who is it? It's opening up slowly. Who is it? We got.
I've got it.
Oh.
Forgot about him.
Yeah, a lot of people had forgot about him, including myself.
You forgot his boots, can you remember?
Yeah, didn't they get a taxi with his boots in or something?
He came up on loan without his boots.
Didn't he leave us to get promoted?
Yeah, went to Birmingham.
Yeah.
And didn't get promoted. So yeah, everybody's got an answer in now. It is the OG 5-head, because he ain't got a 4-head, he's got a 5-head. The man himself, Andros Townsend. 53 people got it right. More alarmingly, 5 people went for James Milner. And 13, we were pretty educated guessing Lee Peltier, because he was around that sort of period-ish. But yeah, not bad. Moving on then. Looking at the scoreboard now, and there's been a change at the top. Ender Mick now catching up in second. Old Ben third. Adam Barlow rocking up in fourth, and Raggy dropping to fifth. Question 6. In the 1920 season, Leeds beat Birmingham 5-4, but who scored their first goal? First goal.
I think I got it wrong.
That's a tough one, that.
It is.
It's between
It is.
two.
It was the game that Eddie Nketiah started ahead of Patrick Bamford, for anybody who needs a little bit of a clue.
And he clapped the fans after, didn't he? Because he knew
Yeah.
we were leaving.
Just after his mysterious bollock injury, this one.
We've all been there, guys.
Of course we have. The answer was indeed Helder Costa.
Motherfucker.
It was a ball flicked into the middle, and he finished with his left foot low into the bottom corner. I think Harrison assisted him for the goal.
Yeah, didn't Eddie not score in that game at all, actually?
No, he didn't. No, and he was pretty ineffective in that crazy, crazy game.
That were a crazy, crazy game.
Yeah, looking at the scoreboard now, Ryan H flying away at the top, 4,308. Adam Barlow, though, coming up quick behind him. Old Ben and Raggy in third and fourth, and Calamo in fifth.
Raggy, you got everyone right, you and Old Ben.
Yeah.
Question 7. This
So
is a
far,
beauty.
On a streak. On a
This
Not as
streak.
dumb
is-
as I look.
This is a beauty, lads. Which player has been shown the most red cards since 1992? David Batty, Michael Doyle, Gaetano Berardi, or Calvin Phillips?
For Leeds.
Yes. Good question, this. Good
I
question.
think I got it wrong.
I think I got it wrong as well.
Some people
think
now
I-
starting to panic and going for it quick.
Got it wrong.
I'll put it out there, guys, I know I'm biased. This is probably the best quiz I've done in lockdown.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
Good this.
I like your biased nature. It's good. This took me all day. When I came on the podcast last week and I said I've been at my quiz all day, I weren't joking. It took me all day.
Good this.
Wait until general knowledge comes up, Pad.
Mate, you're in for a treat when General Lodge comes
I
on.
love that.
The
I'll go
answer
right.
is Gaetano Berardi.
Love it.
It had to be, didn't it?
Michael is the highest climber. He jumps up 9 places, but Ryan H still at the top. Adam Barlow second. Old Ben third. Raggy and Calamo in fifth. What are my family doing downstairs, by the way? God.
I'm 1 point behind.
And you fed them the answers.
And I've given them answers. No, I haven't really. Gaetano Berardi has been sent off 5 times, which makes him slightly one more than one of the other players in that
Oh,
game.
you see, if I'd have had to guess, I'd have said 7.
I was at his first game at Accrington Stanley. I just left
when he
with Judd
scissor
when
kicked
he
that lad in the
overhead
face.
kicked someone's head off. Question 9. Between 1995 and 1997, how many goals did Tony Yeboah score? Is it 36, 24, 40 or 27?
See, I think I know this.
Well, it'd be good if you put the answer in the thing.
Cheers, guys.
I'm just helping you. I'm just helping you along your way. Daniel Lawson, yeah. Berardi's tackle. First one, what best? Waist eye, yeah. It was like a weird... Tried to just scissor kick someone to death. The beautiful Swiss bugger.
That Bristol City one was best. When that lad like fronted him up and he just went, "Oh, it's fucking."
Oh, is that where he broke his nose? Or?
Yeah, that one where Lee Johnson said he'd broke his face off and like there weren't even a mark on him. He played the week after. Lads, this I'll be honest. When I researched this one actually shocked me a little bit because I thought all his Thunder bastards at least counted for 3.
Oh, man.
He only scored 24 goals in that time. I had it in my head that he scored a lot more than that, to be honest.
I thought it was 27, I don't know why.
24 goals.
My streak is over.
I'm still a point behind Paddy.
Oh, there's been a massive change. Jack MWP comes in at 2nd, Haradonna comes in at 3rd, JB at 4th, Adam B at 5th, and Ryan H top. So that leaves
Ben are out the top 5.
None of us around the thing. Obviously, I'm not playing 'cause I'd win. Question 10 then, coming up. Who won Leeds United Player of the Season in 2010? Jermaine Beckford, Richard Naylor, Robbie Snodgrass, or Paddy Kisnorbo? Another tough question, that.
I think there's only one answer.
Interesting, as he downs his last bit of Chateau de Pape.
You can tell it's starting to get serious now because everyone's getting a bit quiet.
Everyone shut up and that, yeah. He was really concentrating.
I'm so competitive over everything.
Also, the other reason why I know that it's getting competitive is because loads of people are answering in like first 2 seconds to try and get the scores up there a little bit. This one will surprise you, lads, I think.
I think I've got it right.
Because a lot of people are going to go for the very obvious one on there.
I think I've got it right.
The suspense is killing me, guys.
If it's the season I think it is, it has to be Beckford.
Nah,
Get in.
Love it.
I went
Sorry, Ben. It was Patrick Kisnorbo won the 2010 Player of the Season award, and obviously we caught up, me and Rags, with Paddy Kisnorbo from deep down in Australia, and he actually mentioned that. And there he is, the fine bugger.
Shows how much I remember.
Adorned in his...
I was in that interview and I couldn't remember that.
Adorned in his blood-stained jersey from the Man United game. And then the headband obviously became a feature of Paddy. But yeah, Paddy won Player of the Year in 2010. Question 12. Which club did Leeds sign Mark Viduka from? Was it Middlesbrough, Celtic, Dinamo Zagreb or Newcastle?
I know this one.
I know that one.
Because there were rumours of him was getting somebody else, weren't there, before him?
God, a lot of people got that right. 48 people got it right with Celtic. 3 people went with Dinamo Zagreb because obviously he's part Croat. He did play for Dynamo, but not.
That was before Celtic.
It was before Celtic. He played for Borough after us. And he had a very brief spell at Newcastle as well. What a player, by the way. What a player.
94 Premier League goals did Viduka in total.
Yeah. What a player.
I was watching Premier League years today, and you were playing for Middlesbrough, and he scored an unbelievable goal against Birmingham. I've never seen it before.
Really? Mate, you've probably done what I do when players leave Leeds and just rub them out from history that they don't. I'm not interested anymore what they do after that. Jack MWP takes top at 7,022. Ryan H has had a bit of a fall. He's down at 6,736. Bielsa's Cox in at 6,228. One Michael Brown at 6,077 and tying with Els Bells down in 5th.
I'm 6th.
You're 6th, mate, are you? Do you get update, right? Paddy Bamford started his career at which club? Was it Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, MK Dons or Crystal Palace?
Oh, I've got
Someone's answered that quick.
Yeah, Raggy, but he got it wrong.
I waited till people came in and I still got it wrong.
You see, I played the Under the Cosh one a couple of months ago, and I fell into the same trap of trying to answer really quick and thinking, shit, I've got that wrong.
Yeah. I've got that wrong.
Yeah. Good picture of Pad, that, innit?
Is that against Sheffield United?
It is indeed. I had to crop it and everything. The answer was Nottingham Forest. Started at Forest as a youngster, then got a big move to Chelsea. Did go on loan from Chelsea to MK Dons, and also on loan from Chelsea to Crystal Palace.
I was so confident with that, and then the answer's just come up and I've got it wrong.
Yeah.
I've dropped to 17th place with that.
Mate, that's killed you, hasn't it?
Up to 11
So,
for me.
Changes
Yeah,
at the
10.
top. We've now got another one up in the top 5. We've got JB, Ender, one Michael Brown, and Jack MWP still flying away with the graded draws print. Sorry, not the graded draws, but the £50 terrace voucher at the very top, and he's starting to stretch his lead a little bit. And Martin B comes in after that. Question 14. In 91-92, the championship winning season, who scored the first goal of the season? Was it Gordon Strachan, Gary Speed, Lee Chapman, or Gary McAllister?
I have no idea.
I think I know this one. It's on.
Were you even born, Ben?
No.
Brilliant.
I was just a twinkle in my dad's eye.
I only know. I think.
I'll leave it.
I'm gonna-
Yeah, leave
One
that
sec.
to my imagination, please, mate.
Yeah.
I think I only know this one because my dad's got a tankard from this thing, and I look at it quite a lot. When it lists the goal scorers on it, so if I've got it wrong, he'll be fuming.
Lee Goldup's not quite getting the idea of this quiz. He's answering them in the comments. You have to kind of play along to win. The answer was Gary McAllister.
Get in.
Was that on the tankard pad?
It is, mate. It's on it, so it's correct. The tankard is not incorrect.
Do you know who it was against?
It's not Sheffield. I don't know.
I can't remember either, but he did. definitely get first place. So, old Ben back in the top 5 at 3. He's getting back in there. His Leeds knowledge is good. Number 15 then. In September 1970, the colour away kit. What colour away kit did Leeds play in a 2-0 defeat to Stoke City?
I don't know, guys.
Red, purple, orange, or yellow? And the Mighty White podcast have got the same tankard as your dad pad, which is class.
Ah.
The game was against Forest. It was indeed. Against Ben's made a mess. Lee Goldup says, "Sorry guys, I've just come online, mate. Just carry on playing. It's fine. It's fine. Just carry on putting the answers in there. By the time you've typed the answer out, people will have answered anyway." So.
Well, I've gone with the controversial answer, and then you've said Nottingham Forest, and that's
No, it's against Stoke City.
no
he's
Stoke
just
City.
said.
This is against Stoke.
Ah,
The
still,
goal,
Forest was the game.
the
before.
goal was scored by Gary McAllister against Forest. The answer is orange.
Yes.
Still, yeah, I should have thought, shouldn't I?
Jack
Stoke playing red and
MWP
white.
is on an absolute flyer. He's absolutely flying at the moment.
Cheating. Allegedly.
No need to answer this time, but Don Revit was very superstitious, and after Leeds wore the orange kit, which I can only find an artist design of, couldn't find a player in it, he actually outlawed the use of that shirt again. It's actually
like
quite
that.
nice.
Yeah.
It's quite smart.
Gives me some Netherlands vibes.
Yeah, definitely.
Or
Moving on
Harchester
then.
United.
Moving back in.
Not Manchester United.
Question 17 then. Before Alan Smith became a Leeds player, he was a champion in another sport. What was it? Was it golf, cricket, boxing, or BMX? Oh, some people got in there very quick. I believe somebody's been brushing up on their Alan Smith knowledge.
I knew this.
I knew this as well, but I don't really remember why I knew it. And I did a bit of checking up after I got the answer, just to make sure it were correct. And he was, in fact, a champion BMXer before he became a footballer.
Doing some sick stunts.
Yeah, some on stunt pegs. Anybody else have stunt pegs when you were little?
Oh, yes.
Never
What
heard
were
of
stunt
it.
pegs used for? Because arm weren't used for stunting. They were used for like transporting your mate
Sure,
backwards
yeah,
and forwards.
yeah,
Yeah.
Getting a
That's
crowd,
what
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Getting a
Cool.
saddle.
So let's have a look how that
Saddle.
affects
We'd say
the
Croggy.
chart. Old Ben's back in the chart. Adam B's featuring again in the chart. JB in third. Michael Brown in second. And Jack, MWP is flying.
What does MWP stand for?
Most
Most
worthful player.
I was going to say something like that.
I don't know, but he's doing well, to be fair.
Yeah, he is.
So.
I'm up to 6.
Question
lads.
18.
I like for
How many appearances did Billy Bremner make for Leeds United? 587, 654, 529 or 532?
I'm literally just going to close my eyes and press a button.
Do it.
Yeah, I think I'm
we
going to
go.
do that too.
I had a T-shirt with this on.
Did you, mate?
Yeah,
I just had a guess.
and I still don't know it.
It won't happen ever again.
Jack Charlton's definitely won't happen again, mate.
Yeah, what was
Ever.
that? 770
Was it-
odd.
Yeah.
I've got a suspicion Lee Goldup might be googling the answers here because he's pretty too bang on.
Stop putting the comments on, Lee.
Yeah.
I've lost my streak. My T-shirt.
587 appearances for Leeds United. Good effort.
Lee Geldup was wrong.
Yeah, Lee, you were wrong. 654. Pablo
I was about to
19.
block him then as well.
Pablo 19 is back with an answer streak of 3, but Jack MWP still holding the top spot. But JB has flown up the ranks as well and is about 100 in front of Michael Brown. And Adam B and Old Ben bring up the rear.
I'll tell you
Sadly,
what, it's tight though, because I was
tight,
6
yeah.
and one answer got me down to 14th, so
There you
it's
go.
tight.
You're below
the
me
mic-
now, Raggy.
Sadly, the Mighty Whites podcast have lost their winner streak. They'll be absolutely gutted. Sorry, lads. But, time to get it back. Time to get it back. Where's Raggy? Raggy, this is not the allotted piss time. Where are you going?
Takeaways here.
Domino's has arrived.
Yeah, Amazon last minute Christmas delivery.
Who's he talking to? He lives on his own, doesn't he?
Don't be starting that rumour, Gaz.
Right, so we'll just hold up for Rags. Oh, headphones going back on. All right, Rags.
Just had an intruder, that's all.
All right, sound. You knock him out, yeah?
Yeah.
He was paddy with it.
Sorted.
Someone just walked in.
Moving on then. Question 19.
Dropping a
Who,
present
in,
off.
in the 1999-2000 season, who was Leeds' assistant manager? In the 99-2000 season, who was Leeds' assistant manager? Brian Kidd, David O'Leary, Eddie Gray, or Steve McLaren? Dum, 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 dum. By the way, what a team that was.
Yeah.
That
That
shirt's
kit's
so
unbelievable
nice.
as well.
I've got one. I bought one on eBay not long ago.
The answer
Didn't
is Eddie Gray.
Didn't Lazio have the same shirt?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
did.
did, yeah.
Yeah. But it had that, obviously, that round emblem on rather than that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was, of course, Eddie Gray.
So did Tenerife. Don't know why I know that.
Oh, there's been a change at the top. JB comes top. Ryan H is coming absolutely flying up into the thing. Old Ben's still flying up there as well. Man to White's podcast. That question timed out really early for anyone else. Yeah, the reason it timed out is I think I might have not put the long enough thing on that. Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
what MWP stands for, Mighty White's podcast.
Oh yeah, of course it does.
Well,
That's why we get you on this podcast, young Ben. Because your eyes are not damaged by age like ours, and you can see
I'm
things
not just
like
a
that.
pretty face, guys.
So, lads, grab yourself a beer. It's interval time. Grab yourself a beer, grab a pizza, whatever you need to do. Ben, have a poo. And we'll crack on with the general knowledge round after that.
Refill.
Refill, get a refill into your 2-litre. I want to know why my family are so bad downstairs.
need to get him taught better.
Rocking about my lights on. I think I'm going to get an update now. My son's just about to come through his own bedroom door. What's happening? Why are you so bad? I've not seen you in thing at all.
I got kicked off.
You got kicked off. Why? For not playing?
No, he just kicked her off and
Kicked
she
her
got back on it.
Oh no, a few people have said that. That's terrible. Judd, how are you getting on?
He's beating me.
Is it? What number are you, Shelley?
55.
My wife is 55. Judd, where are you, mate?
51.
He's 51.
It's a bit cheating cheating going
Paddy,
on?
where are you, mate? On the list. What number are you at the moment?
How do you find out?
It should say after everything.
Oh, I didn't look at the last one, mate. I was about 18th.
Oh,
I think I'm
Paddy's
about
18.
21st.
21st.
Of course. It
Yeah,
is.
the thing is, kids and wife, we're going to general knowledge next, so you stand a chance now, really.
Oh
I
yeah,
hope.
definitely.
Judge seems to be
and-
playing allegations about cheating here.
Andy Main, how do I get back in? I don't know, mate, to be honest. Because you not just enter the game pin again. This is the first time we've ever done it. Oh, will it not? Oh, sorry. You might not be able to re-enter if you've been volleyed out. I really apologise. I'll put a different name in, possibly. We don't know. Joe Wayman, All Leeds TV. Great, this lads. I want a weekly instalment. Nah, sorry, it's not happening.
I'll
It's
do a
very
quiz.
It's incredibly stressful. If
I
I'm
do
honest.
like this, guys. It is good.
It is good. Maybe we do.
Is there anyone in the comments who ever played Young Ben's quiz?
No,
Yeah.
Maggie, come on, don't like that. It was just a bit of a hiccup. We can do it again. I'll make it better.
That was the hardest quiz anyone's ever set anyone.
It were, to be fair, yeah. It was like, what make of paint did Leeds use on the lines in the 1947 second round of the Rumbelow quiz?
Yeah. I got so much grief for that quiz.
You deserved it.
Cheers, guys.
Daniel Lawson says, I'm struggling here big time. Thought there would be more questions on Jack Harrison's bird. Ever since I heard you running a quiz, she's all I've been researching.
If anyone's been kicked out, if you just go back on and just put your name you had before and then like number 1, it should let you back in because I've just gone in and it's let me in. So
All right. So, yeah, if you've been kicked out, you stand a chance to get back in if you just put your name you had before and a number 1. Kieran Harvey says, what is the general knowledge parameters if it originates from Barnsley? No, it's not that at all. Not that at all.
It's all about kestrels.
Kestrels, floodlights, and inappropriate birthday ideas.
coal mines.
Coal mines, yeah.
Booze.
Firefighting.
Firefighting, I could really get you with that. Could really struggle.
What does the fire engine use to put out fire? Water.
Yep, could do that, yeah. What are the 3 sides of the fire triangle?
Oxygen.
Oxygen,
fuel,
good start,
and
fuel.
ignition.
No, nearly rags. Think about it. Oxygen, fuel.
Fuel.
What else does fire
Heat.
give off? Heat. That's the man. And if you want to get really sciencey, it's now called a fire tetrahedron because it's got a fourth side that says chain reaction. Because if you didn't have a chain reaction, it wouldn't continue to burn.
Guys, you've really just surprised me and
That's all
taught me
your
something
fire
new there.
knowledge.
Listen, I have got some serious fire knowledge, but maybe not for anybody else.
You learn something new every day.
I've got
You
more
do?
stuff. Stick with me, I'll go. Right, shall we crack on with the second half of the quiz?
Is everyone back though?
If you're
I
not
say
here-
it.
I don't know,
If
it's a
you're
bit
not
hard
gonna say
to
it.
tell.
If I did go for
Patrick
it,
Gibbs says,
won't have enough
how
time.
many square miles is Barbados?
Well, you'll know that then. You spent
I
more
don't.
time there.
Don't call you Barbadosian Ben for note.
Yeah, I only spent
Steve-
like 48 hours there.
Steve Horseman, it will be about Wales knowing, guys. So yeah, I do spend a fair bit of time. Right, lads, and listeners and watchers and followers, we're going for it. Second half then, general knowledge.
That's it.
We're starting easy. What was the name of the social club made famous by Peter Kay? Was it the River Club, the Phoenix Club, the Aztec Club, or Paddy's Club?
Paddy's Club.
That's a private members one, Ben. Invite only.
I was going to say by invite only.
Yeah. I feel like Ben's enjoying that beer. He could
Tell
just
you what.
staring at the bottle. He just sat there
I love
staring
your
at it.
beer.
It is, of course, the Phoenix Club.
Not
From
many
Phoenix
people got
Knights.
that wrong.
2 people got it wrong and they went for the Aztec Club. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. No changes. But up 4 place, Found the Click is the highest climber. Moving on. Question 22 of 35. Die Hard takes place on Christmas Eve and is definitely a Christmas movie. But in which city? Is it Santa Monica, Los Angeles, Culver City or Beverly Hills?
Do you know what, Gaz? I'm going to disappoint you here and tell you I've never seen Die Hard.
Right, leave now.
Right.
Leave.
Just boot him.
No.
I've got admin rights. I'll boot him.
Right, boot him out, Rags. Boot him.
You've never seen
Rags,
Die
boot him.
Hard?
Never seen Die Hard.
Boot him, Rags. Rags, boot him. Rags, boot him. Yeah. Right, that's it then. No more young Ben. Banished.
I've been cancelled.
He's back, let him back in. We're not that
Joe
bad.
Wayman says words of whoever said Aztecs Club. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, you've got to watch Phoenix Nights, Jesus. But the other debate here is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I'm fully on board with it is.
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
Why?
Because you could watch Die Hard at any time of the year and you can still watch Die Hard. A Christmas movie you can't watch any other time.
But hold on, it's got one Christmas tree in it and they sing some Christmas songs. It's a Christmas film.
No, it's set at Christmas. It's not a Christmas
Right,
movie.
so what's more Christmas film? Die Hard or Frozen?
Frozen's not a Christmas film.
Exactly, it has no reference to Christmas whatsoever.
Yeah, no
Just
one
because
said
there's
it is.
snow in there. Anyway.
I ain't seen that either.
Oh my God.
What?
I ain't seen Frozen.
I've never seen
Hey,
Frozen.
do we?
Yeah, well, we've
What?
got kids, haven't we? We've got kids.
Yeah, we've got
Gaz,
kids,
got
exactly.
kids.
Got a quiz.
That's
Anyway,
my
there's been a
excuse, and I'm
change.
sticking to it.
JB's still at the top, Jack MWP in second, Adam B in third, Martin B in fourth, and one Michael Brown in fifth.
I'm 7th, just behind Raggy.
Question
Up to
3.
six,
Question 23. This is a great one. Which James Bond film did Roald Dahl write the screenplay for?
Bloody hell.
Yes.
Did you write these, Ben?
No, mate.
Complete guess.
I just did a close my eyes and press a button moment then.
The thing is with this, you know what shocked me more than anything is that Roald Dahl actually wrote a screenplay for this. Probably in between The Witches and BFG.
Just to guess that one.
The giveaway is a character called a hornswoggle in it.
Yeah. There'll be a few guesses on this one, but it's got to be a bit cheeky.
Wasn't he the dwarf in wrestling as well?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was,
Roald
yeah.
Dahl.
No, Hornswoggle.
All right.
You're an Irish dwarf, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
The answer is you only live twice. That'll have caught a few people out, I think.
It did, didn't it?
LUFC Pricey appears, and is that our man Paddy?
Sure is.
Paddy is
Paddy.
rocking up at the bottom. Christian Fuchs is in the house.
Not
Followed
mentioned
by-
anything, Pad, and he's
I know.
just come in
Pat, mate,
under the radar.
Pad's
You
got
know
fast
what's
fingers
funny?
on, trying to Google as quick as he possibly can.
You know what
here.
it was? You know what it was? The last two have been complete guesses.
Have they? Andy Main says you need to get in the sea, Ben, for not watching Die Hard.
I mean, it's just never been on my list to do, really.
I don't want to know what's on your list to do, being young and exuberant.
No, he's hid that away before.
It's a long list, lads. I've seen it.
Question 24 of 35. When was Christmas declared a national holiday? 1850, 1870, 1910 or 1890? I've just heard my son shout really loud downstairs. What? So I'm guessing
This
that
is
he's not
hard.
happy with
That's
that
hard,
question.
Gaz.
No, it's not, Rags. It's Christmas. Everybody do some revision on Christmas, surely.
I've done no revision.
You know.
Just on German Stein.
I told you,
Yeah,
1980s.
there's no beer questions yet. Come on.
No, we're going to get there.
Have we got beer questions?
I think there might be a beer question in there. I can't remember.
Nice, you.
I think I come out and drop out the top five here.
Ryan Powell Higgins wants to know who let Ben out of the cupboard. The answer was 1870. So 28
Oh,
people
you
got
are
that right. Yes, Ben. Ben might be.
That's what I
Ben-
put.
They're creeping back up again now.
Oh, Adam B comes up to second. One Michael Brown comes in. LUFC Pricey. Jack
Oh,
MWP. Jack from Mighty White's podcast is in third. And JB still at the top, but he's not too far out in front at the moment. Question 25 of 35. It's a good one for you, this lot. What is the population of Leeds in 2020?
Fucking.
Well, it's quite quite a hard choice here, isn't it?
It's a short one, this, lads. It's a short one. It's another one I forgot to react.
Gav,
Quick,
Gav.
answer, quick.
What's that number on in blue one, mate?
I think I know this. Oh, I got it wrong.
I didn't.
did.
I didn't
Swear
even
I
have
knew
that. I didn't even have that, to be honest. That weren't my question. It were a Kahoot general
How
adder
about
one.
pull that one out?
I swear I
Yeah.
knew that one as well.
That's knocked a few out there.
820,000 lads, obviously.
I went with a
Well, it's not
794.
very specific, is it? Yeah.
No
I thought
massive
it'd be the
change, to
specific
be
one.
fair. Ryan H just comes in at bottom, so yeah. Sorry about the short one on that. Question 26. What's the world's biggest spider called? And it's definitely in all of your bedrooms now.
Yeah.
Is it the pink rose spider, the huntsman spider, the Goliath bird eater, or the daddy long legs?
Don't like spiders, me.
Mate, this motherfucker will eat your face.
I've seen one of these.
Absolutely
It's massive,
enormous.
Yeah.
Literally, mate, it's coming in your house and you're getting out of the bed because it's getting in.
It's going to ask for a cooked breakfast.
It does what it wants and you'll do as you're told. Scary, man. Scary. Went the video doing rounds on like Amazon of this thing eating like a leopard or something.
It can't be that big.
Mate, it's absolutely massive.
What, a spider ate a leopard?
Yep.
A snow leopard.
I heard it ate a leopard and something else.
Lucas Copcat.
The Goliath bird-eating spider
Is
is
that what
the
happened to it?
biggest spider in the world. Daniel Lawson says, I thought it was camel spiders. Now, having spent a bit of time in the Middle East, I've come across a few camel spiders. What I suggest to everybody when you get off here is Google these prehistoric-looking motherfuckers. They are absolutely terrifying. They're awful. So, us being nice, kind individuals, we found a dead one in the desert, and we threw it in back of a wagon with a load of lads, and they pretty much nearly killed themselves to try and get out.
Mate,
Quite funny.
anything with more than like 4 legs is a no-go for me.
Mate, honestly, just to, I'm going to show you. Hold on.
That is a good point, though. Anything with more than 4 legs is quite scary, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't want to be messing with anything with more than 4 legs, really, do you?
No.
Like, hold on, let me find one of these motherfuckers, because I feel like I need to show you lot this.
In the Middle East, Gaz found camel spiders. In East Leeds, you find camel toes.
Hold on. I'm
Let's go down to the co-op.
going to show you. Hold on.
That's going to be the next terrace product, mate, on a t-shirt.
Hold on, let me show you one of
Camel
these.
toe.
Let me show you. Let me show you one of these things.
Gaz
Lads.
needs to be careful what he shares on his screen
Man,
here.
he's Googled camel toes.
Lads, get on this thing here. Hold on. Like. Hold
Yeah,
on,
going
it'll load.
well.
It's loaded. Shut up. Buffering, man, innit? Come on.
I hope it brings up the wrong picture.
Could be bad, this.
It could be really bad.
Oh, God. Look
Looks
at that
tiny.
thing.
Looks like a
Looks like a
scorpion.
scorpion, yeah.
Get state
Yeah,
of that. Why
but
does
the thing-
why does it have to be so big?
Yeah, but the thing's like the size of, like, 3 hands. It's massive.
mate. Is anyone else? My thing's just come up with connection issues. On the
Yeah,
quiz.
because Gaz has kicked us out of the quiz.
I ain't kicked you out of the quiz.
You have, mate.
You have,
am.
mate.
I'm showing you camel spiders. God.
Spider looked tiny, mate, from that photo.
Mate, that spider's not tiny. Oh, God.
It's all about the angle, pad.
Right, we're reloading. We're reloading to the quiz. God, honestly. Yeah, sorry. I think I've kicked you all out. Should all be back in a second.
Big hands, Ben, that's all.
Small hands in my case, mate.
I'm going to say that beer looks massive.
I'm sweating like fuck. Honestly, whoever comes last can have a match worn jumper because it's sweaty as fuck.
Oh, God, it's not working.
Oh, Gaz.
Oh, no. I only wanted to show you camel spiders.
Don't do it.
No.
As my quiz says, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, it says I'm in 0th place.
Yeah, a lot of people
Oh, I'm in
said
0
that.
place too.
Oh, God. This is bad.
Oh, this for
Surely-
a camel spider.
Oh well, everyone's a winner. It's Christmas.
Yeah, we're not that rich.
This is why you didn't get the gig on the chase, mate.
Oh, mate, this has killed me, hasn't it? Hold on. Hold the phone.
Noel Harris says start again.
No, we're not starting. Can't start.
I want my tea.
It's
back on.
It's not, mate.
Apparently, according to a few people. God, don't do this again.
It will go in too well.
Tommy, handyman, Tommy Dick Fingers fucks everything he touches. Oh God, this is bad. It will all going too well. God. Yeah. No, don't give us a new game pin, you piece of shit. Oh, God.
It says enter game pin now.
Yeah,
guys.
it's booted me out.
Well,
Can you remember who was winning?
Oh, for God's sake.
Do you know when I normally do an awkward laugh on the intro of Talking Shut?
Yeah, don't do that again. Now's not the time, Paddy.
What if you put the game pin in from last time? Will it take off from where we were?
That is the same one, isn't it? 677406.
Do you want me to try it?
Mate, my memory is appalling. I don't know.
It's different. I'm telling you now.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's different, guys.
Okay, now. Oh, God. Has this happened, really? Jesus Christ. Oh, I've got... somebody just texted me saying, you fucking spanner, Gaz. Thanks.
graphics, Mike.
Graphics Mike. Thanks, Graphics Mike.
Or Big Mike, as he called himself.
Yeah,
the other day.
Mike Dog. Oh,
M-
for God's
M- Dog it out.
sake. Sorry. Leads that. Yep, good point. Leads that. Right, so JB was winning at the top. Fucking hell.
Do it again.
People still want no answers, to be fair.
I'm going to need more beer, aren't I?
Jonathan Brook, he's put gutted. If you're winning, mate, slide into our DMs on something and I'll sort you out from my fuck up. Sorry.
You can have my match worn jumper.
Somebody's put camel spider.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ. Camel spider.
We just do a general knowledge one. 10 questions.
I
Fire
was
away.
going to say, is there any way of just loading a quiz in, guys?
Yes, mate, there is a way of just loading the quiz in, but loads of people have just dived in on this now, so... and a few people... Thanks, Gary. Fucked it. What else we got in here? Tommy Dick Fingers. All for a spider. Oh, for God.
Can you start it from wherever we what?
Gary IT. Ah. Eastleigh Camel, good, like that. Big Heap, I'm guessing that's me. Big heap of shit. Brilliant. Yeah, Jonathan Brook, slide into his DMs on something, mate, and I'll hook you up, because I dropped a right bollock there.
For what it's worth, guys, that spider were fascinating.
Yeah, mate, listen, these things will eat your face. People need to see this. We need education on spiders.
It's exciting. I like that.
It just looked like a scorpion,
Mate,
mate.
these things are scary, man. You need to do some serious spider research.
Was it worth ruining the Talking Shut Christmas quiz for?
Yeah, Daniel Lawson says, I reckon you take the top 3 there and do the rest for banter. Yeah. The Dan Bob 1982. I'd just gone from 58th to 9th for our peaking. Changed title from Talking Shut to Talking Spiders. Fucking hellfire. Right, so a few more minutes and then we'll... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are we starting it from scratch, guys?
As if anybody would expect this to be any worse than it already would be. I told you it'd be a nightmare, didn't I blame StreamYard anyway. I want my money back from StreamYard. Absolute bollocks that it does that. Anyway. Right, so we've got 60 people in. I think we had roughly about that amount. There's obviously a few who flounced off in a paddy because I fucked the quiz up. Spoiled everyone's Christmas. Made people cry. My son's here. Hello, son. Mate,
It's come to pie you.
I'm glad you started.
mate, you're about 75th, so at 74,
To be
so
fair, I'm glad you started again.
right.
I'm off for a quick wee.
Don't have a poo.
Might be a poo. I'll let you know.
Is it the same quiz, guys?
Yeah,
So it's who's got the quickest finger now, isn't it?
pretty much, mate. Yeah,
Raggy has won this easy now.
quickest finger up until where we got to.
Can you not start it from where we got to?
I don't think so. Cause, yeah, I just don't think so. To be honest. Right, I brought Christmas. Thanks for all the comments.
Gary the Grinch.
Gary spoilt Christmas. Brilliant.
I love the fact Gaz has broke it, and he's the one that spent a full day building the quiz
I
to
know.
do something good.
A full
Hey, these
day.
things
He spent a
happen.
full week doing this.
Guys, have you tried the social maze? Brilliant. Brilliant. Why does Scott Young's Ben quiz look so bad? In fact, I'll give Joe a ring now. Joe, you couldn't sort a quiz out, could you? I've fucked it up. I've broke the internet. Yeah. Anyway, right. So we go in now at 62. Fuck snakes. David Gavin. Cheers, Gaz. Son's crying. Thanks.
I tell you what, there'll still be some of those numbers ones that people will still get wrong.
Spider-Man.
In promotion winning season, which game had the highest home attendance?
Fucking hell, this seems familiar, this.
Yeah, just. Hold on. Rest. Nobody press a thing. We can skip.
Oh.
There's been a change. We can skip. And we all
knew
know
that.
that he wore number 40 as well, don't we?
I knew that one though.
Yeah.
Ah, Gary saved Christmas.
I've saved Christmas!
It's like a Christmas film.
Just when you thought it were all going to end, I saved it. Did you know that John Charles had never been sent off and all? That's it's pretty impressive. Game pin is 6774036 for Paul John Smith.
At least you did better than Boris in saving
Some
Christmas.
people have been answering.
Cheaters!
Don't answer. Don't answer anything.
Nobody answer. Skippy was a kangaroo, not a spider. Brilliant.
Anyone who answers gets nominated for Shithouse this week.
Oh, there's still people answering.
I think that one's Andros Townsend.
Raggy, you've answered one. Oh no, you're just up there.
No. What it is I've had to sign in as Raggy11 because someone was putting up the old pin, so I tried it again, but then I couldn't get back in, so I'm now
People are
Raggy11.
still answering. That's brilliant. I can't quick enough before they.
Hey, Raggy, because you were ahead of me in the quiz, I should have logged in as Raggy and ruined it so you could log in with it.
Well, lads, I told you it'd be a complete clusterfuck, didn't I? There's still people super quick answering. It's just funny.
Some fast fingers.
Listen, I'm sure if Square Ball did this, it'd
Let
be
me see
brilliant.
those fingers.
Ryan, you're cheating. Whoever Ryan is.
Judd the Wizard is the.
That's that. Judd, Judd, stop answering.
That's the ultimate power play from Judd. He's like,
Where does he get? I wonder where he gets his competitiveness from. Adama to Leeds.
Judd
Stop
the Wizard.
answering! In a minute, when it's like our Judd and our Libby top 3, we know it's all been ripped off.
At least when you go crazy and burn your house down, you know how to put it out.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would never do that, by the way, as well. People are still answering.
How are they doing it quick enough?
Don't know, because I'm ahead of you lot.
Super fast fingers.
Good this, innit? Go get a drink, anybody who wants a drink. How many legs is a fireman's lift spider? I don't know. 27. When you get to the right answer, can you show us the second biggest spider on Google? That's class. Did you know Alan Smith were into BMXing?
Hey mate, every episode we're finding out something new about you. Now you've got a love for spiders.
No, not a love, a genuine fear of spiders. They're terrifying. Anything that's bigger than my hand, that's the way I draw a line at it. I saw an Iraqi guy hit a camel spider with a flip flop, and it laughed at him. Right, people are still answering. Come on now. I'm literally going to delete this from every bit of social media after this, so that I can't be laughed at. Peter K. The Aztec Club.
Can't wait for the Easter quiz. That's where Gaz talks about rabbits.
Stay down. People are still answering. Somebody answered quick wrong there. Jesus Christ. Which film did James Bond get Roald Dahl to write his thing for?
It's red. The red one.
Have you just wrote red down, Pad?
No, I just remembered it from before because I guessed it.
Right, which question did I fuck up on? Oh yeah, that one about massive spiders.
Well, yeah.
Oh, God.
Stop
I've let myself
answering.
down. I've let my family down. I've spoiled Christmas.
You let me down.
I'm just going to finish this and get it back with toaster. Turned on. Right. What's world's biggest spider called?
Are we just letting it go from here? Let everyone get this right.
Right, we're back in the game. We're back in the game. Right, little hiccup, slight technical problem, but we've styled them out before. Your boy's right foot. Happy New Year. Oh, fucking hell.
You'll need to make note of those points and deduct them.
27 of 35. What is the biggest city in the world? New York, Auckland, Rome, or Tokyo? Back on terra firma now. And I've got a funny feeling then people who are top at the moment won't be top in a few questions' time.
What, Judd the Wizard?
Yeah, Arjud will not be up there in a bit. For sure.
Are you saying the thick?
Nope. Not at all.
You're saying your own son's thick.
No, I would never do that. Is this just Dig Gaz out live on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's turned
sounds.
into it, mate.
Thanks, lads. Thanks.
We love you guys.
Yeah.
We really do.
I do.
Tough question, that. Tough question.
That picture, is that Auckland, Tokyo, Rome, or New York?
No, of course it's not. That's why I
That
put
looks
the
like
picture on.
Dubai.
Dubai, yeah.
I'm gonna say.
The answer is Tokyo.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just got it right. I've just had a massive cheer from downstairs. So he's cheated all the way through the questions and then does a big celebrate downstairs. Sound.
Proper trolling.
What is the name of the elf in the movie Elf?
Oh, this is
yes.
my territory.
Now we're talking. Boom.
Like, this is the best Christmas film ever, by the way.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You and smile, not angry, just disappointed, Gaz. Sound. Everybody knows it's Benny the elf. Jesus.
Rudy. Rudy the elf.
But some people did actually go with Rudy the elf. That's pretty funny.
I'm very surprised anyone got that wrong.
Suppose if you've not seen it.
I've seen it, but I just really couldn't remember.
That's
Paddy.
what they look actually as Christmas films. Like,
I watch
top
every
tier.
year. Yeah, it's top tier. It's definitely top tier.
I've watched so many god-awful Christmas films of our life.
That's just what you want. Piss
This,
poor,
is,
but
this has
funny.
been a laugh, lads, but piss poor, but funny. Yeah. Do you know what? Have you, like, you know, I'm pretty sure everybody in this quiz has watched the podcast for some
I was
time.
going to say, that's
Like,
this. That's
this
the
is-
podcast.
That's kind of what we go for.
Yeah, this is our MO. This is what we do. We're
I'm
shit.
surprised no one's put. This is shit. This is staged.
Yeah.
This is just what we do.
Right. What is the highest grossing movie of all time? Is it Avengers Endgame, Avatar, Star Wars Episode 6, The Force Awakens, or The Lion King? The 2019 version.
We were adjusting for inflation.
Wayne Price. I'm 37th place now, for fuck's sake. It's just a web of lies.
No web of lies. There's been some proper funny comments today.
Paddy liked that one, didn't you, Paddy?
But the thing is, there's been some funny comments, but at the minute, I'm kind of like doing the quick math in my head. Can we afford to give 89 people something so that they don't feel completely left out by all this bollocks?
Why don't you just add them all to your floodlight tour?
Yeah, could do,
Add 'em
mate. Yeah,
all.
97 people could meet up at the road. and
Gary with an umbrella going, come on, follow me.
Yeah. Follow me with a lanyard. I've got to have a lanyard.
Yeah.
Tour advisor.
It's when someone comes out and tells you to fuck off that'll be funny.
Avengers Endgame is the highest grossing movie of all times.
Yeah, the inner nerd in me knew that.
Lana Scott with a very, very nice profile picture of somewhere quite exotic. Glad to say, not drop below the usual standards, lad. Listen, you know what you get with us. We're
Might be camel spiders on that beach.
consistently shit. I cannot believe that camel spider fucked me up.
I was wondering where you were going with that then, Raggy.
Raggy 1-1, that you, Rags?
Yeah. I had to change my name.
Batty's boots, he cheated. So, not sure about that. Music. What is the biggest selling album of all time? Is it A, or Red, Thriller by Michael Jackson, Blue, The Greatest Hits of the Eagles, Gold, Hotel California, or Green, Come On Over by Shania Twain, the very famous album of hers?
Wouldn't have guessed any of these.
Who would you have guessed?
Backstreet Boys.
He'd have gone 1975.
Ronan Keating.
Why you coming for me like that?
He'd have gone Ronan Keating.
That's all I was just saying.
Because at the moment
Love
you're
it.
taking the strain off me, so we'll just come for you for a
Exactly.
bit.
One for each of us.
I don't know. I just said something like Beatles or something, to be fair. Like Sgt. Pepper, something like that.
Is that the only one you know?
No, guys, it's not the only one I know.
Oh, that was a bit formal. No, Gary, it is not the only
Gary,
one I
they
know.
had 12 studio albums,
Yeah,
actually.
obviously I know that. Abbey
Do I
Road
need to
being
sit
my
here and tell
favourite.
everyone the discography in order?
Ah,
Oh, I got it.
yes! It
Bloody
suitably caught people out as I thought it would. So, the interesting fact about this is Michael Jackson's Thriller was the biggest selling album of all time up until 3 years ago when it was overtaken by the greatest hits of the Eagles.
That's a surprise, that.
I went through.
Got you.
Got-
Got you, motherfuckers.
Guys, I'm currently 16 points behind Judd the Wizard. That's what it tells me.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. 31 of 35. What is the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie? Is it Dead Man's Chest, At the World's End, The Curse of the Black Pearl, or On Stranger Tides?
I've been to where they filmed the third one.
Is it
Oh,
Thailand?
of course you have.
Yeah.
Caribbean.
Of course you have, yeah. Holiday Ben.
St. Vincent.
Caribbean Ben.
Yeah, don't call him that for no.
If my mum and dad are still playing, they should definitely get this.
Are they big Pirates of the Caribbean fans, are they?
Yeah, the best.
Or are they in it or
biggest.
something? Are they in it?
No, they're just like...
Daniel Lawson, can I claim half a point for Thriller? No. Yeah, Dave Play, can you pull some pictures up of Jack Sparrow? Yeah, just give us a sec, I'll lock some up. To be honest, it's pretty much just summed up my week, if I'm honest. It was obviously The Curse of the Black Pearl. 47 people got that correct. Looking at the scoreboard now, Batty's Boots, who cheated, is still way out ahead. Grant Ladd second, Ryan third, Lights Out fourth, and Raggy 1-1 a bit further on.
I'm 44th.
I'm 43rd.
Six.
Question 32. Which country was the first to put a man into space? Was it the USA, England, Russia, or Korea?
I watched The Martian the other day.
Good film, that.
That's a good film,
That's
that. Yeah,
a
I
good
like
film,
that. Daniel Lawson says, Pricey, you're just jealous because I knew what a camel spider was. That's from Wayne Price. God, a fucking camel spider, man. If our lass had anything about her, I know she was watching downstairs, she'd shoot out night and buy a rubber spider and wrap it up for Christmas.
Put it in your stocking.
Yeah. To be fair, it pretty much sums it up. Can you believe that this shit gets nominated for awards? It's just quite amazing, to be honest.
Well, that's why we don't win. And
That's
Joe
why we don't win them.
does.
Yeah, obviously. We're just there for the bants. That's all it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're just there to drink free Carlin and have bants. The answer was, of course, Russia, the famous space race, the race to put in people in space.
Joe Wayman says, do we believe in the moon landing?
It's a good question.
Here we go.
Let's get in to this little minefield then. So
The flag was waving.
let's start at the bottom then. So, Pad, do you believe in the moon landings?
I'm sceptical just because of the flag waving to do with gravity and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
And wind.
Young Ben, do you believe in the moon landings? This is where people went to the moon and landed.
I think it's a load of bollocks, Gaz, if I'm honest.
Sound. Ben? Cynical
I
Ben?
think maybe they went there, but then the things that they put on TV were acted.
Rags?
No, we definitely went there.
Do you think?
Let's not turn this into info wars, please. Come
No, I
on.
think it's good. Hold on, I've got a foil hat somewhere. Give us a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Gaz,
yeah.
you got a,
Right,
have you got a-
just come out of this, Gaz, and just pull up this.
I'll
this
Google it.
website
Hold on.
for you.
Hold on, I'll Google it.
and I'll prove to you.
No, we're not doing any of that. Fuchs and Raggy bringing up the rear. Batty's Boots, who cheated. Grant Ladd and Ryan in first, second, and third currently.
Joe
Right,
says no one's been back since. Well, maybe they said there's not really to see.
right, which country holds the most Winter Olympic medals? Is it Norway, Canada, USA, or Austria? And Noel Harris says about the moon. What about ET?
Right.
I don't know. We just asked what about
Where
ET.
were they
I'm
from?
only passing message on.
It never said where they were from.
Jupiter. Jupiter, I think, really.
Were they?
No,
Um,
Jupiter's a gas giant.
A few people on here saying don't show a picture of the moon, so I won't. I honestly can't believe that's just happened. To be
Young Ben can.
really honest.
Russell's got it right. It's made of
Ben.
cheese.
Never going to live this down, lads, am I? Amongst the many other faux pas I've made on this podcast over the years.
This is the best one.
I don't know, mate. I've had some good ones, to be honest.
You know what? It was going so well as well.
It were, mate. It were like Paddy, we're going best quiz I've ever done. Like Joe Wayman, can we have more of these? And then a fucking spider did me.
I'm just happy to be here and get pissed, to be honest, Gaz. So.
Good question. Good question. That Norway is obviously the answer, not Canada. Canada's in there as a bit of a tricker. Bit of a tricker.
I'm on a 3-answer streak.
And Batty's Boots has gone! The cheater is out of here! Sorry, Batty's Boots, I really do care, but you're not there now. Ryan top,
You don't.
Raggy second, Batty's Boots third, Grant Ladd fourth, and Found the Click is fifth.
There's a crater on the dark side of the moon that looks like a camel spider.
Just Google it.
When the Dark Side of the Moon all to do with Transformers. What was the first Disney musical? Snow White, Frozen, Avengers, or Beauty and the Beast? I'll listen to Marty Adams said at least the crack's good. Yeah, it is, to be fair.
All arachnids out.
All arachnids, aren't we, from Daniel Lawson?
Like it. Obviously, I've decided to take a break from Twitter, but when I reappear in like February, if I don't get 1 million camel spiders sent to me, then something's wrong.
I'll just WhatsApp you them every day, mate.
Yeah, if you would, mate, that'd be lovely. Yeah, please do. Yeah. I look forward to it. I also do.
Maybe camel spiders are the answer to COVID.
Ben, are you alright?
Are you alright, Ben? You had a spillage?
He's gone.
Yeah, a bit of village.
Have you blown your top there?
Yeah, a bit early, innit?
Oh, lads, I got it right.
The first
This could put me
musical
up there.
was Beauty and the Beast, believe it or not.
Right, I'm having big words about that.
Hey, mate.
Talk to us, Raggy.
Go on, Raggy.
Snow White clearly sings in that film.
Mate, it's
And that's
another...
1937?
Hold on.
Get Walt Disney on the phone.
First First.
Look,
is
the quizmaster is always correct. I'll admit to that. But there's definitely a song. There's Hi Ho for fuck's sake.
Disney musical. There, look.
No, there's Hi Ho
Look.
for fuck's sake.
Look.
That's
The first Disney musical.
Hi Ho is
Beauty
off to work.
Beauty and the Beast. Beauty. Listen. I'm not. Get out of the bedroom. Listen, it's not up for discussion. I'm the quizmaster.
The worst thing about that is Gaz actually gave him the answer earlier and told him it was Snow White.
Yeah, of course it is.
it's correct.
If you want to Google it, people, it is Beauty and the Beast.
Hi Ho.
Fuchs is up to second, David G in third. Thanks, Gary in fourth. What's that?
I'm out the top 5 because of that, Gaz.
No, you're not. Shut up. Multi-select. Who is the most drunk podcaster right now?
I mean, it's definitely me.
Oh no, was that multiple select?
Multiple select, Pad. Multiple select.
Oh shit! I only pressed one.
I know I did.
They only needs one.
I only pressed one as well.
I'm glad this is over, lads, I'll be honest.
I'm surprised you're not on there, Gaz.
Look, I've even put, look, our logo in as well, look. How good's that?
Very
I'm
good.
proud here.
There's people even sharing links to stuff in the comments about how wrong I am. Oh, God. Brilliant.
What in general or about?
In general, mate, yeah, pretty much in general.
Kieran Harvey says it reminds you of the quiz at the Aztec Club.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
With Paddy and Maddie on, do we? Lads and people watching, every question was right, so you don't have to flap about getting it wrong that time. It was just a bit of fun. I'd have not put the quiz up, it'd have probably been better received than it was, but yeah, mind.
I like how most people selected me. That's great stuff.
Well, they know what you like.
I like
So the
how
podium then. The podium goes like this. In third, Found the Click.
Good name. Great name.
In second, LUFC Pricey. And at top, number 1, David G. So, that concludes the Christmas quiz. I'm really sorry for fucking it up. But if David G, Found the Click, and LUFC Pricey want to find us on one of our many social media sites and give us a nudge, we will sort your prizes out best you can. And if JB also messages me, I'll hook him up after I made a right mess of the quiz showing everybody a spider.
Guys, who was in last place for the tour?
To be honest, what we'll do with a tour is, instead of having a last placing, anybody who's took part in the quiz, when COVID fucks off, we'll arrange a floodlight tour and you can just turn up if you want.
We'll get a Gravely's.
And a peacock pine.
And then, yeah, exactly. We'll do a Gravely's, do a tour of the floodlights, and then we'll just get pissed in the peacock.
Yes.
Sounds good. Cheers, lads. Yeah, nice one. Kieran Harvey says, Gaz pulled a proper hockey day with this tonight.
I like it. Love it.
Started so well. Ryan Polligans, I'll bring the drone. And Lee Beavers, get in. Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas. Patrick Gibbs, even me. Yeah, mate, if you can fly over from Barbados, you're more than welcome to come and join us.
We're not paying for you.
Why don't we go have a tour of Barbados?
We can do that if somebody can pay for his flights and stuff, and I'm sure my wife and kids will probably want to come as well. Thanks, lads. Better than a kick in the teeth, but only marginally. Fantastic stuff. Thanks, guys. Yeah, lads.
If anybody does a Christmas quiz that doesn't have the camel spider as an answer this Christmas, who's watched this, then,
do you know something? Seriously, all day I have flapped about this, thinking it's going to be like internet's going to fail, YouTube's going to go down, all that type of stuff. But no, I made a mess of it myself, showing spiders.
There's a good shout here from John Mattinson. Gary for shithouse of the week.
To be honest, mate, I probably deserve shithouse of 2020 to be
We don't
be
have
honest.
this week though, do we? Because we've got a week off. So
Yeah, we're having a bit of a time off to spend some time with his family. All right, Judd.
Christmas off.
How did you get on?
29.
Judd came 29th, so that's good.
Kept winning.
Fuchs.
Mm,
We all
Fuchs
know
kept
that
winning.
is.
yeah, that's Paddy. That
I got it right, and then it moved me down to 8.
right? You weren't quick enough then. Why are you sweaty?
Because he's in a room full of spiders.
It's just a bit strange that it's sweaty, to be fair. Anyway, yeah, thanks everybody who has tuned in. Apologies that I made a bit of a faux pas. A little one,
It's
but
all right.
you've all seen the camel spider now, so that's the main thing. Lads, what we're doing, what do we do now? Do we just stay on and get drunk for a bit, or
Yeah, why not?
what? Let's stay
Well,
on and
you've
get
got,
drunk for a bit.
you've got a family there, so it's up to you.
I'm going to stay on and get drunk for a bit, I think. So, I think what we'll do is, for a short period of time, we'll field some questions. So there's 85 people here. We'll have 10, 20 minutes of just question time. So ask us any questions you want. Funnier the better, preferably. Not like, who do you think should play at centre half on whenever? Because
Yeah, we're not answering.
we do that week in,
We're
week
not-
out. So, just ask us what you want and we'll see how it goes. I'll turn Kahoot off. No, mate. So
We're
anyway.
getting to the point where they're going to have to call Paddy up, aren't they? With no centre backs.
Yeah, Paddy, you fit?
That'd be desperate times, mate.
Paddy, are you fit, mate? I've seen some of your times. I reckon you could do it.
Well,
time.
Paddy said he's fitter than when he used to play. So
I am
Paddy,
fit when I used to play.
You're smashing
But
5Ks out like there's no tomorrow, so.
I know, but anyone who's played with me, mate, I did not pass into midfield, mate, so that might be a bit of a problem under Bielsa.
Yeah, a little bit. First question from Leeds 2020. And I'll bob it up on screen because it'll be a laugh. What are you doing for Christmas? So,
Oh,
Did they want the real answer or the COVID answer?
or the COVID secure answer.
Who is Leeds 2020? Is that a police officer?
Are you one of them COVID wardens?
I am staying home.
Yeah. I will be staying home with my family who are in my bubble. I will not be going near my mum or dad or anybody else who are not in my bubble. There we go, answered.
Yeah.
Melee looks a bit like a camel spider. Noel Harris has got a good question here. First memory of a Leeds goal, I think he's trying to say. So, young Ben, first memory of a Leeds goal.
Do you remember you putting your mic on, Ben?
Is it?
Do we need to do it by like the facility of dance or what?
Are you miming it?
Ben, you've become a mime artist. Yeah, we know you said for fuck's sake then. Anyway, Pat, coming to you. First memory of a Leeds goal?
I actually missed it. FA Cup, 97 v Palace. I think Rod Wallace scored just before half time. I'll have only been 7 or 8. Brother took me to the game and I actually missed the goal because I was nagging to get some food and sweets at half time. So he took me down a minute early and I missed the Rod Wallace goal and we won 1-0.
Nightmare.
But friend of the show, Mark Jackson, started in centre mid for Leeds that day.
Bloody hell, really?
Yeah, my first ever Leeds game, yeah.
Rags, yours?
First game I ever went to were 0-0 against Tottenham Hotspur, so there weren't a goal in that. I do remember Leeds winning the league though, like 92, when I must have been 6, and it's just because I was just playing with some toys at home, and it came on the news, and my dad just went absolutely mental. So that was the first time, because it just shocked me. That was kind of like the first ever shock I ever had with Leeds, which is kind of like a goal.
Old Ben?
I can't remember. I know we played Sheffield Wednesday and we scored a couple, but I can't remember the goals.
My first recollection of a goal live were your Bows volley against Liverpool, I think.
Oh, as if. As if anyone has that as their first goal.
No,
Come
seriously, I think before
Like
that...
the perfect Leeds fan.
No,
Exactly.
like I think before that... No, I'm on about the first one I can like really remember and think back of remembering. The rest were like tap-ins and that. I just can't remember, to be honest. In fact, Viduka's 6 against Besiktas is up there as well, because we're pissing it down again. Remember. Hello, Libs.
Is my mic working yet?
Oh, hello. Welcome back.
Sort of. It
hello,
sounds like
mate,
you're in
yeah.
a cave, but
1 minute.
Sounds like you're back in cupboard again.
Are we back? Are we live? Can you hear me?
Am I on? Dad, am I on?
can you let me know?
No, my first goal was Gary Kelly in FA Cup in the extra time.
Right. Good one.
I were in Norwich at the time, and I turned over a table in a pub when that.
I mean, we lost on penalties.
All right, you big wrong.
Yeah, I
I
know.
turned over a pub in Norwich, me.
Yeah. Turned over a table in a pub rather than turn over a pub in a table. Yeah.
Who would win in a fight between a camel spider and David Batty?
David Batty wins in every fight.
Yeah, defo. Yeah, I should
I don't think Gaz's picture did it justice because I was just thinking of like a little scorpion based on that photo.
No, Laris was Ian Baird against Telford. That's a good one. Leg or breast? Lee Beavers says. That's obviously turkey, innit?
Is it?
Breast.
Turkey leg or turkey breast?
Is it?
Yeah, I prefer a
turkey?
breast, to be honest. Legs, yeah, don't do a great deal.
Breast.
To be fair. Breast.
Raggy, that's getting turned into a gift, that bit.
Breast and then take
Just
the
you,
tip out
just
the side.
breast and a swing out of a stein.
Amazing.
James Ogden, cheers for the quiz, lads. Camel spider's related to a scorpion. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Because it looks like one.
I'm still trying to rack my brain for my first Leeds goal after you all heckled me for mentioning the volley against Liverpool.
Maybe it was, Gaz. Maybe you are the perfect Leeds fan.
No, I'm not doing it justice. I think Lee Bowyer might be up there, you know, when he first signed as well.
He scored a lot of goals.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
But the Ebola one's the first one that kind of sticks in my mind for obvious reasons. Can't remember.
Has he not got another job, Boyer, speaking of him?
Did he get let go by Charlton? Did he? I've not been keeping a track
Did he?
of him.
Still at Charlton, isn't it?
Is he still there?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Thought he'd gone.
Oh, this is a great question from James Ogden. How is presenting the show affecting other parts of your life? Well, to be honest, I get ridiculed a lot for fucking quizzes up and spending more times on the internet
Rightly so.
than I do with my family. But yeah, not much really. What about you guys?
I don't have a life, mate, so.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, I was going to say since COVID hit, this is my life. So it's like my little sanctuary at the end of the week.
Yeah, I mean, like before when we were obviously travelling to a studio to record, it was like trying to get up the M1 as quick as I possibly could to get to the show and all that type of stuff, and like arranging guests to be there on time and stuff. But no, it doesn't really have a massive effect. I just go up to my bedroom and record now, or my son's bedroom. About you, Pat?
No, not really. I stopped playing, didn't I? So it's kind of filled the void of playing. You're still meeting your mates and having a laugh talking about football, aren't you? So it's all right. I've sent a text through, Gaz, right? So my mate from work, a big Leeds fan, Craig, we're going to do a quiz. So initially, just before 7, forgot about the quiz. So I put, no worries, mate. And then he put, I went on and played. It was a good laugh. And then it just says, camel spider, haha.
For God's sake, man. I'm never going to live this down, am I? Never mind.
We'll do an Easter quiz, and there
And
won't
I'll
be
not
any.
put a camel spider up.
Yeah, there won't be any camel spider suggestions.
The Dandob 1982. Name 5 Leeds colours, past or present, whose surnames are colours. Chris White.
What?
Chris
Yeah,
White.
right.
The two
Michael
great-
Brown. Eddie Gray. Andy Gray. Is that
Frank Gray.
Frank Gray?
Green. Paul Green.
Paul Green.
Paul Green.
Ron Burgundy were a great centre.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
That's 4.
That's 5, isn't it? We had 3 greys.
Six.
Rob Green.
Yeah,
Rob Green. Paul Green.
Chris
Eddie
White. Eddie White.
Chris White.
Frank White. John White. Bob White. Michael Brown. Yeah, anyway. Back to questions. Jamie Lyon, will you... Oh no, that's me and Ben are fighting over the admin here. Will you resume recording in studio once COVID allows you, sticking with doing it remotely? I think we possibly might stick with doing it remotely, maybe, just because it's kind of convenient for us all. But we still need to kind of like iron out some issues with it, as in silent mics and stuff. But it's good for guests because they can just kind of log on.
Yeah, but once COVID's over, we'll definitely do some stuff where we're all together.
Yeah, without doubt, yeah.
It might be good to do some like special ones together where you get like a certain guest on who can definitely commit to come in and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
We definitely want to do another kind of like live event, don't we? Again.
Yeah.
I think any guest ones will probably be live because you get that sort of interaction with them.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
100%.
Just you get the interaction with them, but getting them to the place where you need to have them is difficult. We might have to go full talking shut and like travel to them if we can
On the road.
And then we can rate the food that they give us and all sorts, can't you? That's what they do. They rate the food that they get.
Mate, when we did Jamie Shackleton and we were in the East Stand.
Yeah, we got hooked up, didn't we?
Food was great in the East Stand. Yeah.
We got hooked up.
I'd probably put it out there that the food were better than James Shackleton.
Yeah, Jamie only a good. Jamie only a young
No,
boy,
he was good. Yeah, he was good. He was good. He was
He was a
good.
good lad.
Just the food was really good.
The food.
I've got a question for us all. One fact about yourself that nobody else knows, or people might not know.
I can't say it live on the internet.
I was going to say I'm not putting that on.
It's not allowed.
I used to play the violin for 6-7 years.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Right,
I've
go
got
get a
good-
violin now.
So Mum
I've
and
got a
Dad,
good
it needs restringing. I can play a few songs on it, but I need to learn how to read the music again. But I know a few, yeah.
Mate,
Yeah,
I'm genuinely impressed with that, to be honest.
I am as well. That's class.
Can you play
So
out,
that-
Ben?
Right, true.
I can play guitar briefly.
Can you? What can you play?
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Yeah,
Hardly stairway to heaven, is it?
the little known banger, Old MacDonald Had a Farm, that Jimi Hendrix pioneered back in the day. Okay, what about you, old Ben? Can you play out, apart from Football Manager?
Boring.
I used to
I'm alright
I
at
used to
Football
play
Manager.
drums, to be fair.
What about you, Rags? Can you do it? Mate, you will, being the eloquent,
No, I
well-educated
can't.
gent you are.
I'm telling you, musically, I'm telling you, but a fact that no one knows about me, I've been in 10 Downing Street.
Okay.
Are you feeding the cat?
Why?
Well, the why is really boring. It's quite a good thing. No, not many people have been in 10 Downing Street. But yeah, I've been in 10 Downing Street. I've been in 10 Downing Street for a meeting.
That's pretty cool.
They're strict at getting
pretty
people in, aren't they?
I know.
That's like.
Did you
top
see
secret.
the secret tunnel?
I were at uni and I was shadowing someone for a day, and yeah, he had a meeting in 10 Downing Street, and I got let in.
Did you get to see the tunnels to Cobra and all that stuff?
I've seen the back door into 10 Downing Street.
Yeah, bet you have.
We can tell someone's had some spritzers, can't we? He's getting a bit leery in the background there. Have you got any more guests lined up? No.
Ian Baird.
Ian Baird, yeah.
Fixes his phone.
To be honest, for people who are still here, there's 70 people still here, it's quite difficult to lynch these people because first you have to get in touch with them, then you have to encourage them to come on, and then like you have to arrange a date, and it just becomes quite difficult.
I think it's
get
more
people on.
difficult this time of year, Gaz, just because you don't want to interrupt people from the families.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all. So mid-January, you'll tend to find it's probably easier because people are sick of socialising with the family and want to break and have a laugh with lads.
Yeah. James Ogden, Gaz, you mentioned you're going to be off Twitter for a while. Why? Just to take a break from it, to be fair. It's a little bit all-encompassing at times. And, over Christmas it's time to sort of realign your priorities and my priorities and my family and kids at Christmas. So that's about it, really. I'll be back, probably, at some point. And it's Jimmo as well. Top lad sent me some patches for my tack vest. So, yeah. Lee Beaver's Kahoot quiz was good, despite Mr. Spider. If we go into full lockdown again, we need another one booking in. Yeah, we'll do it. Jimmo again. What is the shirt behind Paddy? Paddy, explain the shirt that's been called a scum shirt before. I've seen in the comments.
Yeah, it's not a scum shirt. It's when I played at Hyde. Got into first round at FA Cup versus MK Dons. It was live on BBC first game, first round on the Friday night game. So I was lucky enough to be captain that season. So that's what's on there. The club let me keep my shirt and my armband and everything like that. So Mrs. for one Christmas present got it framed.
At that level, then, Pad, do you have to like wear the same shirt over and over again? Usually.
Usually, mate, yeah. Hyde was quite lucky in terms of the manager and the assistant manager have both been pros, and they sorted it so the club had different size shirts with the same number on, and they had spares at half time. So I've never known it at any other club at that level. So if you were soaking at half time like pros, you'd get to change your kit and your shirt. So they had it there. So that's why I got to keep that one, because that were a special one, because Betfred sponsored us just for the match.
So that was like a one-off.
Yeah, it's a one-off shirt, mate. Yeah, and it's got the FA Cup badge on the sleeves and stuff. So the club let us keep. We had 2 shirts for the night, and then we got to keep one of them, and then the other ones, I think fans bought them. The other one.
Sound. Ben, you select the questions and we'll answer them. That's even better. Then we're not falling out over the admin or clicking on the same one. So you select and we'll answer them. All right, Nick? So next question. Go
on then.
When you getting to know Whelan? I've spoke to Noel quite a few times, and he just hasn't managed to get on yet. I think that's the best way of putting it. Says he wants to come on, but we just haven't got around to arranging it yet. Quick answer. Keep trying.
Excuse me.
If people want to hear Noel, we'll go and get Noel.
I didn't really want to put this one up, but I think it's worth talking about.
So
right, tomorrow, apparently, Doing a Leeds podcast becomes the official LUFC podcast. Thoughts?
Yeah, I've seen that today as well. And good luck to him.
Yeah.
Thoughts? It's a bit of a difficult one, and obviously I'm not speaking for all the lads, but a few people don't realise that we've been recording since the Paul Eckingbottom days. You know, we haven't just started recording. We're probably 160 episodes in all. When I first left the previous podcast, which was the Trust podcast, I pitched an idea of a podcast to Angus Kinnear from the club, and it weren't took up on because obviously they weren't what they were looking at the time. But, you know, a podcast like Doing a Leeds with people like Jimmy Beckford and people like that other guy who's been in films,
Matt Lewis.
Eludes me, Matt Lewis. You know, they're always gonna jump ahead of people like
Neville Longbottom,
because they have links to the club. You know, they have inside knowledge of playing, and he's a celebrity Leeds fan who brings a big following. So, you know, fair play to him. Yeah, good luck to him. Yeah, we'll just keep doing our thing, and that's what we've always said, I think. Lads, do you agree? Like, I'm not. I don't want to sound like I'm speaking for all of you.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. They'll be able to do things that, as an official Leeds United podcast, that we can't do, and we'll be able to do things that they can't do. As in, like, I mean, we don't tend to iron players out or anything like that, but we can do if those performances kind of were like that. You can't really do that as an official kind of communication of the club and stuff. So we've never ever wanted to be an official part of LUFC. We're just 5 fans who just spout what it's like to be a fan, really.
It's like, as thing has always been from the beginning, that it's like 5 mates in a pub and what we talk about, but we just do it on the internet and you can all watch and stuff like that.
And if you want to watch it and you want to listen to it, then that's great. If you don't, then that's fine.
Done. Yeah. Next time.
Kevin
Who would
Ward's
be a dream guest? I'll let you guys answer this one. Who would be a dream guest?
Olivier Dacour for me. I'd absolutely love to get Dacour, just because you could get an insight into that sort of era and him, because he was obviously at Everton before. But then I'd like to ask him about him leaving. He was my favourite ever Leeds player, and I was gutted when he left. I know a lot of fans were. And I'd like to know, probably from his side, about leaving the club, personally.
Yeah,
I think the dream for us, like when me and Gary first set this off, it was like Smith was one of the main ones, because there's always that what happened, and I think he did a Man United thing where he spoke about it a bit when he left and what happened there. Whether that'll ever get like to fruition and we talk about that, I don't know, but
yeah, I got close at one point. Through a friend of a friend of a friend, was going to get in touch with him, but it never came back, kind of thing. So yeah, I think Batty'd be mine, but
yeah,
it's never going to happen.
Yeah, David Batty is the dream guest because 1, he's probably my favourite player of all time, and 2, he would never ever do anything like this. So yeah, as a dream guest, yeah, it's got to be David Batty.
Yeah. Line up the next question then, Ben.
Do you know I think would be quite good as well? Gary Kelly.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Because everyone who speaks about him says how funny he was and what a big character in the dressing room and that sort of thing. So I think he'd be quite a good guest just to chat to and have a laugh with.
Russell, do you have to refrain from what you're saying sometimes? Is YouTube and podcasts quite regular, right? So podcasts are not regulated. We can pretty much say what we want to say, but we have to bear in mind as well that we have, like, I have a career, Raggy has a career, Ben has a career, Paddy has a career, young Ben has a career. We all have to be careful of what we say because obviously, you know, in reality we still have lives beyond the podcast. Like a lot of people don't really, I think a lot of people don't realise that we didn't take a wage from this. We don't get paid for this. Any sponsorship that we get goes back into the podcast and making it better and buying equipment and stuff. And we all have full-time jobs and careers and families and all that type of stuff. So anything that we talk about on the podcast, we try and, you know, talk about it in a way that you would normally talk about things anyway, and not to be too rude. But no, we're not regulated by any sort of governing body or all like that.
I think it kind of goes back to what the podcast is. You know, it's five mates talking about Leeds United, and we're just giving his opinions of what we believe in. You know, nothing too controversial because there's other news outlets that do that for other people who like to talk sport. I think it's just we sit and talk about what we think as fans and give our opinions, and you know, there's nothing too controversial really to speak about.
No, I think Ben were right in exactly what he said. It's just mates who would normally meet up in a pub or meet up and have a chat, and we just speak about Leeds and football in general. I think that's kind of the route we go down, don't we? Like, I don't really hold back because generally I feel like what we talk about on air is what we talk about on group chat or when we can meet up anyway.
Yeah. However, we have done interviews with people from the club and been told not to ask certain things as well. But that's the club's position on certain stuff, to be fair.
Why were you in space on Wednesday night?
Yeah. Ben, next questions. Let's go with quite enjoyable. Let's quite enjoy myself. And we're still keeping 67 people on here, so.
There's two here.
Somebody's interested. Go on then.
Just grab a beer.
What jobs do you all do? I sit on Twitter all day.
We'll start bottom then with young Ben. Young Ben, what do you do?
I've just recently got a new job that I start in January as a contract manager for a logistics company, dealing with freight into a certain retail giant, shall we say. But it's nothing exciting, it's just palletized distribution.
Good work. Old Ben?
My dad and his business part of a family business doing. It used to be sort of kitchen worktops, but it's more commercialised now with like takeaway sort of not big chain takeaways and stuff like that.
Rags?
I'm a business development manager for a security products manufacturer, an Italian one. So I just sell security products to installers, really.
And I think it's the worst kept secret on the internet, but I've been a firefighter for 14 years, and I'm currently a training instructor, so I spend a lot of time in Wales doing swimming in rivers and stuff and teaching people to rescue from rivers and stuff, so yeah, that's what I've been doing for a while. Pad, what do you do, if you're willing to disclose? Somebody thought you were a runner.
No, mate, I wish I was. How do I follow on from you, mate, who saves lives? I meant to follow on from that. I am a business manager for a bank. I just deal with car finance, look after Harrogate, York, Hull, that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's all right. I enjoy it. Weirdly, I'm a bit of a geek like that.
Happy days.
I wanted that one.
Favourite away ground visited? Villa Park for me. That's from Darren Fleming. I think Darren won a competition off us, and we're at the BBC Radio Leeds thing last Christmas with me as well, actually. Anyway, Old Ben, favourite away ground visited?
Villa Park was good. Old Trafford was good, obviously. I probably will say Villa Park. The atmosphere was really good there. It was cold, but it was really good.
I've been to Villa Park, and we the only way I could get in was going in the home end, and I were only about 14. I said to my dad, like, "What do we do if we score?" And he was like, "Well, just sit on your hands, like don't cheer or anything like that." It was in the FA Cup. Ian Hart scored a free kick. both me and him, shut up. And then everyone around us also shut up, all Leeds fans. In fact, some Villa fans had to move just because we'd like taken over this sort of area. But then we lost, and then when we came out, we nearly got filled in by the Leeds fans thinking we were Villa fans.
Trying to show your shirt under your jumper.
I was like, I'm Leeds, I'm Leeds.
Young Ben, your favourite away ground?
I always seem to enjoy Middlesbrough. I used to go with a few lads, and it were always a good day out Middlesbrough, because you've got you get off the train, and there's like a really dodgy boozer near the university that's full of Leeds fans, and it's a good crack. And you know the Villa, the ground's pretty decent. I don't remember much of it, to be honest. But yeah, not Villa, Middlesbrough.
Pad, favourite away ground?
Two different ones. I like Arsenal's. I think that's just more for the trip, the train journey down, a few beers in London, that sort of thing. But then, being a bit biased, like with smaller grounds, because obviously they're non-league, I really like QPR. Yeah. I know we got beat there last year when we went down. It was a long journey home and that, but I just quite like the ground because it's quite small and you feel like you're right on top of the pitch. And I quite like that because you kind of lose that with some of the new stadiums, don't you?
Yeah. I've got it a bit like Ben actually. I've got to go with the Old Trafford game from the FA Cup, from the FA Cup game. But kind of weirdly going to Oakwell as well to watch Leeds, just because obviously it's right on my doorstep.
It kicked off there last year, mate, with the steward.
I didn't go to that, but yeah, it did boot off a bit, didn't it? Cool. So yeah. Next question, Ben. Question master.
Oh, I've not been looking. There's not many really. Just people saying who their ground is. Anfield were good.
These are actually serious questions. I thought it was going to be a bit like, would you rather nipple for fingers or nipples for toes?
They're my kind of questions.
Yeah.
Mate, do you know what's more surprising about this Talking Shutt question and answer time? That there's still actually 70 people watching this. This is nuts, to be fair.
If you would have a non-Leeds player to question on the podcast, who would it be? Mine would be Alan Shearer to ask why I always loved scoring against us, the prick.
Apparently in real life, Alan Shearer's a massive knob, Ed.
Doesn't surprise me.
Allegedly,
yeah. Apparently, yeah. Non-Leeds player.
He scored more goals against Leeds than any other club, by the way. Alan Shearer.
That's a tough question. I'm not sure.
I'd like Gary Neville, just from what he was when he were playing it for against us, and to the pundit he is now, because everything that he says is bang on.
I'd probably say Cruyff because I've read his book and I was completely obsessed with him after reading that book.
You might struggle.
I won't say.
I know.
Bit dead.
But this is like dreamland, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Do you know who mine might be? And this is properly left field. I remember a player called Billy Whitehurst, played for Sheffield United and Barnsley and that, and he was proper hard. I wouldn't mind having a chat with him, to be fair, to hear some old stories from dressing rooms when he used to just braid people. That'd be pretty cool.
That's definitely left field, mate.
Yeah, left field. Next question, Ben.
Favourite beer?
Budweiser.
Coors Light.
They're 2 weak beers, man.
That's really poor.
I'm not a massive.
No, sorry, alcoholic Raggy.
It's really bad.
Raggy,
really bad.
you know I'm not a massive drinker, mate. I'm up to how many cans have I had now? 6, mate. This is a lot for me, mate.
6?
Yeah.
Emma, you need to put him in bed if you watch him.
It's a lot for me, mate. It's only because I'd have only had 3, but you brought a spider up on the quiz and we had to start again.
What a dickhead. Next question, away from spiders.
I didn't give mine.
I was going to say, I'd have
Oh,
to
sorry, mate. Yeah, sorry. Your favourite beer, man.
Decent fruity IPA for me. Maybe a Club Tropicana. That's good.
Drinks are free.
Yeah. Drinks put you on your arse, mate.
Yeah.
I like an Estrella.
Mate, Estrella's a great pint, yeah. Mate, me and my beloved wife and our lovely children went to Salou a couple of years ago for 10 days, and I got there and like went up to the pool bar and I was like, hello, what's the like all-inclusive beer? And he went, oh, it's help yourself. And then he was like, it's Estrella. And I went, hold on, Estrella on tap, on all-inclusive? He was like, yeah. I had to come home and like dry out. I like borderline alcoholic.
Guys, they knew they made a mistake, mate, when they said help yourself, and then you put on your Leeds United vest, and they thought, oh no, what have we done?
Yeah, we made friends with some Irish folk. That was quite good, actually.
I'm a big fan of a Guinness. I
I like a Guinness as well, but it does bad things to me insides.
It does bad things to me as well.
The
but I love
Guinness, it has to be a good Guinness though, because if they're bad, they're really bad.
Right, who's been to
bad
Ireland and had a Guinness? Who's been to Ireland and had a Guinness? Is it different? Because I've never been.
Yeah,
No,
loads different.
It's quality.
Do you know what though? I even notice a difference in Guinness when I go to the Leeds Irish Centre for a pint than if I just went to a normal boozer in Leeds. I don't know whether it's because more people are drinking it and it's not just sat there, but the Irish Centre in Leeds, I'm telling you, if you want a good pint of Guinness, that's the place.
Well, the last live gig that me and Ben went before lockdown was we went to see Murder Capital, which is an Irish band. They played the Irish Centre, didn't we?
Yeah,
and me and Ben had about a silly amount of pints of Guinness in there on a school night, and you're right. It's probably the best pint of Guinness in Leeds, definitely.
How was your stomach the next day, mate?
Mate, just went to work like a pro. You know what I'm like.
I booked day off. I was thrown half a day.
Yeah, you've still got to get through one podcast episode, mate. Never mind.
I know, yeah. That turtle's head poking out. Anyway, Gavin Ward, whatever happened to international call-up section? Believe it or not, we actually listened to what people tell us, and somebody just said it's shit. So,
that as well. But when we went online, we didn't have all the intros and stuff and everything, so we just left it for a bit.
Yeah, we did, yeah. But no, it's something we'd like to sort of reinvent, and we've seen a few other Leeds podcasts pick up on a similar vein and shout out all the fans that we've got around the world.
If you're listening to us international and email us on what is it, talkingshutt@gmail.com?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
We might give you a shout out.
Defo, yeah, defo.
Yeah, 100%. We're all inclusive here.
Do you prefer Chinese or Indian? Oh,
Chinese.
Indian.
Chinese.
Indian.
Indian, I'm afraid, yeah.
Either. I'd go Indian.
Yeah, Indian, I'm afraid, yeah.
Oh,
Like Indian.
you're near me, Pad. Do you go to Ginny?
Ginny, that's where I get my curries from, yeah, mate?
Yeah.
Is that where we had the curry from, Raggy?
Yeah.
Yeah, really, that's where we get ours from.
That's a good curry, that.
You're going to laugh though, Rag. I have to get a korma, mate. I can't do out spicy here.
Oh, mate, are you one of them,
Can we put him off?
I was brought up on Irish stews,
Yeah,
mate. There's no spice in an Irish stew.
No,
Just
yeah,
bin
true,
him off.
true.
Just bin him off.
Mate, Ben,
I'm not joking. I get the hottest one from Ginny because they don't do many hot ones, but yeah, I get the hottest one.
The Pashwari naans from Ginny, mate. They're very good.
Jimmo, player you'd want in January. It's a thing for me of like player you actually want and player you would sign and player you think will sign.
Yeah,
because I don't think
Erling
we'll do it
Haaland.
in January. Yeah. I don't think we'll do it in January, to be fair, but player it's fine. Do you know something? I'll probably get some pelters for this, but I'd sign Lewis Cook.
He is the kind of player we think we need.
Exactly, I agree.
Box
yeah.
to box. Maybe not as a tackler that I think we need, but
I'd like Buendia, but I mean he's absolutely killing it in Championship. That's why, and we were linked to him in the summer. But I don't really think he's what we need at the moment.
I think we need it.
I was taken with DePaul. I like DePaul.
Yeah.
That'd be a great signing.
The only business I can see us doing in January is a loan or two, maybe. Like a centre half on loan, just for us cover.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do many at all.
best opposition player you've seen in the flesh at Ellen Road?
Rivaldo.
Hazard for me.
Henri, I think.
Oh, Henri's a shout.
I'm going to go Rivaldo.
When we played Chelsea in Cup that time, I think Hazard was the only player I've seen that sort of just, he glided. It was like he didn't touch the floor.
Henri were class as well, wasn't he, when they battered us?
And he always scored, did he?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Tell Paddy to get down the Leeds shop. They had new training gear in.
Perfect.
Oh, he's sick. It's not, though, is it?
Is it the green one? If it's the green one, I don't want that.
It's not.
I'm guessing
Is it-
so.
Is it the green one?
I don't know.
I really don't understand the thinking behind that, you know.
Sorry,
How
lad, we've not
big-
planned
how-
an interval.
How
Neither have we.
popular the black and the grey's been, and then they've just thrown in all that green stuff.
It's awful, that green stuff, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next question, Ben.
This is going to be my last one. I'm going to have to drop out because I need to go make some tea.
Okay, mate. I'll take over question soon. What's your most bizarre getting
Sid it.
recognised story? Is that you, mate? Are you out?
Bye. Merry Christmas.
See you, mate.
Have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas, mate.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, see,
See
Merry
you later.
Christmas, mate. See you, pal. Paddy, have you been recognised from football? Not just talking shit, obviously.
Non-league, probably Scarborough when I was playing there, because obviously Scarborough started again in non-league, didn't they, from being pro, and it's a massive club in non-league. Is that? Brother used to live there, so yeah, now and again people used to come up and speak to you when you were just walking down the street and stuff. But yeah, that's probably it of Scarborough. Yeah.
Young Ben, being recognised from your massive amounts of fame on talking shit.
Me and you have been recognised a few times together, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We had an interesting conversation with a guy at the wardrobe. I won't go into details, but it was a conversation that I really wasn't expecting. A good one. You're wearing our t-shirt.
We had that one after Dope Lemon at Brooding as well. That guy just tapped me on the shoulder and said,
I don't remember
You-
that one, mate.
right, yeah. Well, it was after Dope Lemon.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. We were sat down, weren't we, having a drink
Yeah.
after the gig, and he came over and sat with us. Yeah, I do remember that, actually.
Yeah. So every time me and you are out together, we seem to get recognised, don't we?
Yeah.
I had one at McDonald's queue. This guy was like looking at me and then looking back at thing. First I thought he wanted to fight me, and then second one was like, he come over and he was like, do you know something, mate? He said, I really, really like talking shit. And I went, that's fantastic, pal. Thanks for listening. Like, really, really appreciate it. And he went, yeah, I think you and Gary are brilliant. And I thought, hold on. And I was like, all right, okay. He went, yeah, so, enjoy your McDonald's, Ben, anyway. It's been great meeting you, and walked off. All like, oh, fuck.
I really want to know which Benny thinks you are.
Well, I don't know if you and Rags were there at the time. I think it were only me and Ben. So he thought I were Ben, and he obviously thought Ben was.
Guys, I thought you were going to say you had a WWE fan come up to you. You had your baseball cap on.
Not quite. I think we can all answer this really quickly from Jimmo. Team you really don't like? Scum.
It's Huddersfield Town.
Oh, left field.
It's deep. We're not going to get into it, but yeah, Huddersfield Town.
Oh,
Okay.
Galatasaray as well. Galatasaray.
Yeah, Galatasaray, shit bags and all. Yeah. Moving on then. Alison and Marty Adams, and this will come as a surprise. Are you all season ticket holders, and where is your favourite part of the ground? Braggy and Ben are season ticket holders. Me and Pad are not. Mainly mine's for work. Obviously, I can't make it all the time due to shift patterns and stuff. My favourite part of ground is the Cop. Well,
I've been in every part of the ground, and I've got my season ticket in the Cop, and that's my favourite.
Young Ben.
My season ticket is in the south stand, right next to the cheese wedge.
And Pad, your favourite part of ground?
East Stand, I was a season ticket holder for 8 years, and then obviously started playing myself. But I was a ball boy for 2 seasons as well after that. And then obviously started playing, so I couldn't really commit to the season ticket. But I'd say the East Stand for me, just because it brings back memories of being a kid going to football with my dad and brother.
Good one. Paddy, who's the best non-league player you've ever played against from Dan Dobb 1982?
It's a hard one, that. Because there's lads in non-league, like Gaz, from playing at Shaw Lane, where there's loads of lads that have got so much ability where they could have gone pro, couldn't they? Where you look at them and for whatever reason, they don't, because they might have a good career where they get paid part-time and they earn good money from the job as well. Playing against, it's hard. There's that many in non-league. It's hard because there's so many players that you could pick from. If you're looking at players that you've played with that have, you've got your normal ones like John O'Greening and people like that drop down. If I'm looking at players that have never gone pro, you're looking at for me, Simeon Bambrook at Farsley.
Yeah.
When I was first starting off, unbelievable players. Could have easily gone pro, but he had a good career. I think he obviously works in the fire service and that sort of stuff, so that held him back. But it's hard to say who I've played against. If you're looking at non-league, you're talking about friendlies, aren't you, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think if somebody went to watch a normal non-league game, even at Northern Counties, Evo Stick, Conference North, you'd be surprised at the actual standard of it. That's why you see a lot of non-league clubs now doing really well in the FA Cup and beating pro teams. Who is it who's got quite far? Marine are in the...
Play Spurs, don't they?
Yeah, and they're in the Evo Stick. And I've said this before, you'll probably see over the next few years more and more teams do it because lads have got careers and stuff and it's hard. So there's that many, but...
Pad, last night you said that Alpha McCalmont, no one could get a kick against him.
Yeah.
Would you say, when you're talking about playing against players, what's the best player you've ever played against? Is he up there? Or
Alpha McCalmont's massively up there, yeah. James Coppinger gave me the run around, played against him for Bradford Park Avenue, couldn't get anywhere near him. I'll never forget getting in car. I played left wing back on the day for Bradford Park Avenue, and I got in the car and my dad's fairly honest whether I've played well or not. And I got in the car and he just started laughing. He went, "Are you tired?" I went, "Yeah, long day that." James Coppinger were unbelievable. Alan Judge as well, played against him for Notts County when he were at Notts County. He were really good. I think he played that day as well. I didn't even know it was him till after the game. Enoch Shawumney.
Did it?
really?
Yeah, I didn't realise it was him till after the game. I'll be fair, he'll probably want the best, but
In showers.
I want in that changing room, mate. But when you look at players,
I
you
never
don't really
broke any song then.
you don't really think of those players, do you? But when you look at them for ability, James Coppinger's got how many appearances for Doncaster, and even likes of Alan Judge. You look at people like that, and they've played at Blackburn, and they've had really good Championship League One careers, haven't they? So,
Yeah.
Well, that's always the thing that let Alan Judge down was like physical ability, weren't it? Technical ability was amazing, weren't he? But
Yeah.
it was just it's a little bit too short, a little bit too stocky, weren't he?
Yeah, I think obviously I didn't go on.
Ross McCormack were tough as well. I remember when we played Leeds pre-season for Farsley, and they came with a full first team: Lee Pelletier, Paddy Kenny. Up front, I was marking Ross McCormack and Matt Smith. So
You're welcome.
I'm only 5'11", so anything in the air, Matt Smith were just bullying me. And then anything on the floor, and I couldn't get it off Ross McCormack. So they came off at half time, and I never forget going in dressing room at half time. I think Matt Smith had scored 2 headers. One of them is pinning me and the other centre half down with 2 hands and just nodding it in at the back post on a photograph. I'll never forget the gaffer when I went in at half time, and Gaffer went, "You've got to challenge him." I was thinking, he bullied Jamie Carragher last year. Well, I can't get near him.
Mate, I remember when I first went to Ossett with Craig, who's obviously Boston manager now. My first game as sort of fitness coach for first team were against Leeds under 23s at Ingfield. And obviously a massive Leeds fan. It was the day before the Brighton game when Luke Murphy scored Ellen Road. You remember it? It was a really hot day. We played Brighton first game of the season. He scored, and the
Matt Smith actually. Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit surreal. The game that day, we'd been in the 23s had been in Ireland, or the 21s it were then, and Alex Mowatt had scored, and there was a lot of discussion before about whether Mowatt would play, but he didn't that day. But Charlie Taylor played at centre back alongside Ross Killock, and the midfield was Calvin Phillips, Lewis Cook, and it was a winger. Can't remember. And Ryan Hall played up front. Remember Ryan Hall?
Yeah.
And I remember coming off at half time, and we had a guy called Gareth Grant who played for Bradford City Pro. Top lad. Good
I've been
player.
a minute on with Granty, mate.
Yeah, good lad, man. And he came off at half time, and I think he went up against Lewis Cook, and he said, "I think there's 2 of them." He says, I can't get anywhere near him. He just seems to be able to pop it off. And I look back now and think, Jesus, that team were were crazy if you think about it now. Calvin, obviously, full England international. Lewis Cook has had an England cap, I think, now, hasn't he? Charlie Taylor, playing for Burnley in Premier League. Ross Killick, I think, still knocking about in non-league as well.
Well, I've just got that. When I played against Leeds, it was our first pre-season friendly. It was the hottest day of the year. There were 3,500 people there. And bear in mind, Leeds had their own dressing room as well, because obviously Leeds were Leeds. So when it initially got done, the club were like, oh, don't worry, they won't bring a first team. It'll be a pre-season friendly. And we're thinking, we'll play the 23s, big crowd, and then we can have a few beers after. I've just brought the team up that they had for the first 45 minutes. Bear in mind, most of us had to play 90. They had Paddy Kenny, Lee Peltier, Ross Killick, Jason Pearce, Danny Pugh, Michael Brown, Paul Green, Michael Tong, Ross McCormack, Matt Smith, Don Polian. And we were like, Jesus, we're going to get pumped here.
At that time, that was probably our first team.
I would say, isn't that the team that played against Sheffield Wednesday? that exact season.
And then in the second half, they were up front, they had Luke. In the midfield, they had Alex Cairns, Lewis Turner, Tom Lees, Stephen Warnock, Adam Drury, David Norris, Zach Thompson, Simon Lenigan, Luke Murphy, Adi White, Luke Varney, Nolan. That was second half then.
It's a decent side as well, isn't it, to be fair?
Yeah, mate, we got beat 4-0. It was a long day, that.
Next question then. The Dan Dobb 1982. What's your average 3 o'clock kickoff at Leeds? So we'll start with you, young Ben. Please miss out any sort of self-love prior to the game that you might conclude.
No, that's early doors, mate. That's
early doors, mate. Yeah, obviously.
No, yeah. It usually just entails meeting the lads at the pub. Obviously, I live near a local. We all meet there, have a few beers, and then just walk to the ground. Really, it's a nice little jaunt down. That's it. It's not too strenuous. Meet at the pub, watch the football, watch the early kick-off, put a few bets on, have a few beers, maybe a cheeky burger, and then walk to Ellen Road.
Rags? Any different to Ben?
It massively depends, to be honest. Depends what weekend it lands on, whether I've got my daughter or not. But yeah, if I ain't got my daughter, it usually means meeting young men.
It usually ends in tears.
It usually ends in beers in Morley, a frantic trip to the ground, and then I very, very rarely drink like at half time or anything like that. Yeah. And then do it because it's just you just don't get the time.
We took to meeting up a few times as well, Rags, didn't we? Just before.
Yeah, we've done that before. So yeah, it's whoever's available, mate. At the end of the day, anyone's available. If anyone's available for a beer before a game, I'll be there.
Me and Raggy went into Morley one weekend, and we were adamant that we're having some wings and a few beers before a Leeds game. And I said to Raggy, "Don't worry, we'll get to the game on time." And I went to book a taxi, and the wait were a little bit longer than expected, so I had to pull in a favour, and we literally walked through the gates as they were singing Marching On together.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But
to be fair, I've had to drive from East Leeds before and missed kickoff, like having driven in 2 hours before kickoff. So it does happen.
About you, Pad? How's your match day differ?
I usually head into town probably midday-ish, 12:30. If I'm going with usually I go with my brother, and then we meet either the lads or my dad. Start off in the casino in Leeds, the new Victoria Gate Casino. We have a couple of calls in there because they've got calls on draft, and I've said my favourite beer.
Look at this.
And then I always have
Victoria Gate Casino.
No,
how the upper half live.
Fucking Batman or something.
Casino Royale over here.
It's cheap. It's a cheap pint, and then we have a
cheap
limit.
Pint in Victoria Gate Casino.
I've got a discount card, Raggy.
Of course he has.
I've got a discount card. So then I have a £20 bet on roulette, four £5 spins. If I win, great. That pays me day out. If I don't, then it's right, the 20 quid off. That's my bet. And then we usually get a taxi to the ground. Obviously, have a pint before, watch the game, back into town, few pints, and then take it from there. We either drop my dad back home in a taxi and then head back into town. And then I don't mind hospitality. Paddy Montana.
Paddy Montana! That's amazing.
If anyone wants to check out Casino, I'm telling you, you're laughing. It's a cheap pint. They've got Sky Sports on one big screen, BT on the other big screen. You can just sit in bar bit. It's good.
Mine's a bit different. Obviously, I take my son to every game I can possibly take him to. So we get there normally about 1:30, have a walk around ground, take it in a little bit, and then my son, who's just sat off shot here, we have to go in at 2:00 and watch him warm up. It's become a bit of religion. We come in, he's here, look. We come in and watch them warm up. We have a look at the players and we have a look how they're feeling and stuff, and we watch that, and then we go and have a nervous wee just before kick off, and then we kick off, and that's about it. So my match day is much different to the rest of them, to be fair.
We've been for a beer before, haven't we, Gaz? At Pavilion before.
Yeah, we had it was the Huddersfield match, wasn't it? When it all went terribly wrong after that.
Yeah.
Couple more questions then, because obviously I realise that we're flogging a dead horse here, so we'll have a couple more questions, then we'll let everybody disappear to the world. I think my son wants his bedroom back, hence why he's menacingly hanging over my shoulder here, making as though he wants to leave. So if anybody's got any questions, a couple more minutes and then we'll crack on. Okay, so Russell, Judd, who's your favourite player, pal? And why?
Probably Pablo. Because I can remember when he scored that wonder free kick. No, it wasn't a free kick. He got that wonder 16-second West Brom goal.
Yeah.
That's why I like him.
So Russell, Pablo cost of that goal against West Brom, where we sat up in the box, didn't we? And watched it there. No, Laris. Then this is a good question. Would you sacrifice a weekend with your missus to have a weekend at Thorpe Arch with Bielsa? Just to keep it slightly adult here, it depends what I'm doing with Bielsa, because I think I'd rather stay with my missus if it's getting like that. But
Gaz, just as you've asked that question, Emma's walked into the kitchen, mate.
So Emma, obviously she can't hear me because she got earphones in.
Question.
So, missus or Bielsa for weekend?
It's Mrs. or
Pad.
Bielsa for the weekend. Bielsa for the weekend, but she's stood here looking at me. So would you rather spend the weekend with you or with Bielsa for the weekend?
Are we going to see a divorce live on area?
No, there's no divorce, mate. We're all right. Well, to be fair, I think Emma would be disappointed with me. I think Emma would be disappointed. If I think she'd think something was up if I said I'd rather spend the weekend with her over Bielsa for one weekend.
Come round here. Just before we move on and ask Raggy the same question, I do have a daughter as well. I mentioned my son a lot on the podcast, but I do have a daughter as well. And she's a Leeds fan as well, aren't you? Who's your favourite player? Shackleton. Shackleton is her favourite player. So.
Shackleton.
There you go. You can shoot off now.
Is it not I thought it'd be your favourite under-23s players, guys, who you're the agent of?
Jack Jenkins.
Yeah.
Have I mentioned Jack Jenkins before? Pad, I'm telling you, mate, we're missing out here. Devonport and Miller Sporting Consultants. I'm telling you, we're missing out. Anyway.
Prestige Worldwide.
You've ruined it now.
Prestige Worldwide. Wide. Right, which players have you had a beer with, and which player would you love to have a beer with? Gareth. I think that's targeted at me, but my name's actually Gary. Which players have I had a beer with? Not too many, to be honest, because they don't drink. I've spent an evening and a few beers with Andy Lonergan. I think he was drinking water and I was drinking beer. I've been out and had some food with a friend who's a Wednesday player, ex-Wednesday player, legend. But which would I love to have a beer with? Oh, that's a great question. David Batty. Got to be David Batty again, I think. Love to have a beer with Bats and have a chat with. And Vinnie Jones as well. I'd stick Vinnie Jones up there as well, to be fair. I wouldn't mind having a beer with him and a chat. What about you?
When we did the live show and there were Eddie Gray there, and he just turned up and just looked round because it was the Trust exhibition, and he just turned up about the same time we did, didn't he? And he just looked round all the exhibition, then just sat there, perched himself, and then just talked like an absolute master, and then just disappeared into the ether at the end, and you're like, yeah, that it would be good to really get him one-on-one, I think. Mate. Just the amount, the stories he must have. Mate, he's done everything, hasn't he? From playing as a teenager all the way through to being a coach, to doing manager job, assistant manager. He's done everything.
Mate, the story of how he came to be on the live show is quite fabled in itself. So obviously we knew we were doing the live show, and I'd spoke to Simon Grace and I'd spoke to Ben Parker. I think I'd spoke to Jermaine Beckford as well about all doing this live show with us, and they were all like quids in. And then I think Jermaine had something else on. Simon had to go because he was the current manager of Blackpool at the time. He had to go meet his owner. So obviously I got some contingency. So we got Pope, who's a fantastic speaker, and he knows Leeds probably equally as well as any Leeds fan, despite being an Everton fan. But I work with a guy called Martin Foster. He's the current Gainsborough assistant manager with Curtis Woodhouse. But he played at Leeds under Eddie in the sort of mid-90s with Jacko and Andy Cousins and people like that. And I'd seen him at work, and he said, "Oh, I've been speaking to Eddie Gray this morning." And I hope you don't mind, but I just chucked in about him doing your live show, like, he said he'd love to do it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, bang on, Martin." Like, yeah, next time you speak to him, like, tell him, yeah, I'd love him to come down. Anyway, like, we were at work, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll text Eddie now. What do you want me to text?" And I just put, just put, like, we're doing a live show. It's for the trust. It's at the exhibition. Like, we'd love him to come down. Let us know, kind of thing. So he texted him, and I saw him at the end of the day, and I was like, "Fozzie, has he come back?" And he was like, "No, he's not set out." Anyway, the morning of the live show, I was quite nervous, to be honest, because I've never done anything that live. I know this is live week in, week out, but I'm just stood in front of the camera. It's a bit different with actual people there looking at you. And so we turned up. I went for a run in the morning, and my phone rang, and it was Martin, and he's like, "Eddie's just rung me. He wants to know where he needs to be." And I was like, "What do you mean where he needs to be?" And he's like, "Where he needs to be tonight." And I was like, "Well, I didn't think he was coming, so I said, oh, like just." I don't know, pass my number on, kind of thing. And then I ran about another 150 metres down path, and phone rang, and I picked it up, and hello, it's Eddie. And I was like, Eddie Gray's on my phone, and this is surreal as fuck. And he's like, "Gary, where do I need to be?" And I was like, Merrion Centre, the Trust exhibition. If you come in, Eddie, I'll get in it, like, I'll bob your name on the door, Eddie. I'm a bit of a big deal in the exhibition world. I'll bob your name on the door. But like, mate, the most, for me, like, the most crazy thing with the Eddie thing is, like, we got into exhibition. Obviously, we were there before and shitting ourselves because the microphone wouldn't work and all the other stuff. And we couldn't get enough chairs on the stage, if you remember. I nearly fell off one. Yeah, but I remember looking around at one point, and Ajud, who's just been on camera, was stood looking at the honours board, and Eddie, like, came up behind him, pumped his hand on his shoulder, and Ajud was saying, "Oh, look, like, they won the FA Cup and such," and he was like, "Yeah, I was in the team that day." And like, him and Ajud just had a moment. There was nobody else around. It was perfectly not orchestrated at all. And Eddie just started telling Ajud about the games in which he'd played in and the players in which he'd played with. And at the same time, on this big screen, was that goal against Burnley when he skipped inside like 11 people and did some people twice just for the fun of it and scored. And I thought, this is one of them things that's going to, like, go down in my memory forever, that Eddie Gray, absolute Leeds United legend, stood there with my son explaining the games he's won while I'm watching him score that goal against Burnley. And, like, I think it's one of the things that I'll just put him sort of in the memory bank forever. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah,
to be fair.
He's a legend. He's a proper legend.
Yeah, it's nuts. My other one as well, running off on the tangent, was the Brentford game last year. I watched it on the gantry when Eddie and Nketiah scored the winner right at the death. I watched it on the gantry, and midway through the game, well, not midway through the first half, somebody was pulling a chair up outside me on gantry, and I thought that's a bit peculiar. And bang outside me appeared Norman Hunter, and I thought, fucking hell, that's Norman Hunter. And I didn't even say out. And I remember the ball popped into midfield, and Pablo misplaced it and like shanked it out. And he turned around Norman and grabbed me by arm and said, "What's he playing at?" And I was like, "What? It's Pablo and I was like, "Whatever, Norman, whatever you say." Yeah, shocking that, Norman. Yeah, I won't play him either. And then the half-time came, and he went and did his half-time stuff that he did do, and he pulled chair up, and I didn't see him for the second half, and I didn't really realise, obviously, that not too long after that we'd end up locked down and Norman won't be around anymore. And you think, that's very lucky to have experienced that. So yeah, got all deep and ran off on a tangent then, haven't I? Nuts.
But that's the thing, isn't it? It's like two legends there, and then one got taken from us this year, and the other one's still alive. But it kind of goes back to what we talked about a few shows ago, and it's like, why do we kind of wait for a legend to leave us?
Yeah.
for him to commemorate him, because like Eddie Gray has done everything in this football club. I mean everything. I mean, I know Jack Charlton's got the records in terms of appearances and stuff like that, but Eddie stuck around for so much longer than him, and it's like, why don't we do something for Eddie now? While he's still there to appreciate it.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Lads, we've been running for like 2 hours and 40 minutes now, and I'm sure we've flogged a dead horse, despite the fact that like 65 people are still watching us talk absolute bobbins. But I know for a fact like our various other halves and stuff like that will be pestering us to get off this. But yeah, so this kind of wraps us up for...
But we might leave young Ben on. He'll be here till 2 a.m.
Yeah, talking
Me and you,
stuff,
Ben.
but-
Me and you.
Grab a bottle, lads. We're going all night.
Lads, I'd leave it run, like fill your boots. But yeah, so you know, Christmas quiz that I managed to make a mess of is over, and we've had a little bit of a chat after. And on heart, big thanks to everybody who's contributed over the 3 years that we've been doing this, and we're on now our third Christmas as a Talking Shutt podcast, possibly. In fact, we were actually born around Christmas time, so yeah. A big thanks to everybody who does get involved and tweets us and all that type of stuff. Really, really do appreciate it. Like we said earlier, just 5 lads who have full-time jobs, lives, families, careers, all that type of stuff. Do this for a bit of fun outside. It's not about us getting famous. It's not about us building profiles. It's not about us earning money. It's just like getting together and talking crap about Leeds United. And you know, if you can't appreciate that, maybe this podcast isn't for you.
And giant spiders and floodlights.
And floodlights and the odd bit of Lego as well, here and there. But anyway, yeah. So Merry Christmas. Tiny bits of Lego. Merry Christmas to all the followers, listeners, watchers, sharers, all that other stuff. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a great time with your family and friends, and not friends because it's not social distance, but you know what I mean. You know, over Christmas, best you can.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you lads as well, and we'll see you in the new year.
Merry Christmas, I'll see thee.
I'll sit there. Russell, thanks for the picture of spiders. I'll sit there.